We keep spending most of our lives living in a crypto paradise. Welcome to Crypto Talk Now live with Larry and Max on the Max Show, Mondays with Max. But I'm actually here because I'm so excited. I'm so hyped up. It's been a great day. I do want to give a shout out to my late grandmother that passed away years ago. This is or would have been her birthday. So happy birthday, Grandma, if you're watching down from heaven. But I do want to say hello to Max first. Max, how are you doing this evening?
I'm good, but I was caught in a really bad dust storm. We had to end the basketball practice a little early. It was psycho.
But,
oh wow! Pulled into the staff parking lot. Tree snapped, and it was like, what the heck? I drove down the street and literally trees like not that far from me. Just it's crazy stuff. So
wow.
Anyway,
is it common in your area, in your neck of the woods in Arizona, to have dust storms? Is that a common thing?
Yeah, it's not like the kind you see in the movies, but they're pretty hardcore.
Wow, I've never been part of a dust storm before. That's kind of unusual. I've never
it's horrible.
Yeah, it's not something that we have down south, and it's not something that we've had up in New York. So I have never been a part of it. Yeah,
gets in your ears. It just gets all over the place. Horrible. You don't want to be in it. Yeah, it's bad.
Well, we're grateful for all you guys that are here. I know Max has a lot of stuff to talk about Terra Classic, but I also have something very interesting to talk about. I actually, at some point, I guess Max might go first. We'll talk about the comments and everything, but I actually have something involving Gary the Gopher Gensler. And actually, I'm not really a big fan of hers, but she really, put us in a bad position. She really bent over and took this one. And it was not a good thing. And that is Kim Kardashian is in the news with Gary the Gopher. And we're going to talk about that at some point whenever Max wants to talk about it. But first, let's say hello to everybody here. Tim Shea says ALBT. Thank you for that. Are you familiar with ALBT? Is that a crypto, Max?
Yeah, it's supposed to be ISO 222, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm familiar with it. I just haven't researched it, so I don't know enough about it. But I do have your info, Tim Shea, and we'll definitely share that here in a little bit.
That's interesting. I have not heard that one. Okay, well, I'm glad that you are somewhat familiar with it. Jeff Pruden 350Z is saying hello. Thank you for being here. Crypto Talk Now. That's me that wrote that comment. That's our network together, Max and I, Patches, everybody that's in the chat. This is your show and your channel. Let's get hyped. We're so hyped up because you know what? We're getting a lot more people stumbling in here, and that's a great thing. And hopefully people will start sticking here again. Selmo Fudd, welcome back. Brian Dowie says Quant. Jeff Pruden, Quant, saying hello to everybody here. Brian Dowie, Selmo, you down with XRP? Yeah, you know me. Here's somebody new. Renee Smelterson, thank you so much for being here, adding to our wonderful community of ladies that follow Crypto Talk Now, part of the Crypto Talk Now network. All of you ladies are our sisters. All of you guys are our brothers, and we're happy to have you as part of our family. Jeff Pruden says, Selmo. All right, keep going. Saying hello, saying hello. Max and Larry says, Jeff Pruden 350Z, hello to you. Tim Shea, of course, says, hey. All right, so howdy, fellows. Bitcoin BMW in the house. Thank you so much. Saying hello to everybody. What's up, Max, Larry, and Patches? Balmus tells it all. She's a lady, and thank you so much for being here. Hey, we haven't seen you in a few days. Welcome back, Rafael Santos. Hello.
Hey, Rafael. Good to see you, Rafael. Always.
Watching from the great country of the Philippines. Hello, CTN family. Hello, Sir Larry and Sir Maximus. Crypto Mike, a.k.a. Mike 1 through 4 or the 1 through 5. Michael Cornwell says, yo. He always says, yo. Okay. We're moving. Crypto crackhead. If crypto was a drug, he'd sell it by the gram. Hey, guys, I am putting a buy order in for Bitcoin at 10K. Wow. I think there's going to be like a big wick that goes straight down one of these days. It's going to bring it down to 10K. That's pretty aggressive. If he's saying that, you know what? He's a trader, Max. I mean, are you hearing rumors that we're going to crash down to 10K? I mean, I know we've talked about crashing in the past, but is there anything new in the last couple of days on Bitcoin crashing like that?
No, not enough evidence to show that or support that. And I'm not downplaying anything, but the only thing I could really think of is just maybe some of the crises we have in the world, and
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the whole, hoopla is in regards to that. Sorry if I'm really hoarse. That dust storm is really affecting me right now.
All right. Well, if you need me to do the majority of the talking, for now, it's fine to catch your breath. Sorry that you went through that. Now, if you could just drop in the chat, Crypto Crackhead, and let us know your theory as to why you're saying we're looking at a flash crash ahead. Just let us know. All right. So keep going. We're saying hello to everybody. Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. You see the pipes have fully returned. I can say Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. He says, what's up, CTN family? Thank you for being here once again. As we move and say hello to everyone. NFT Creations. Thank you so much. I think I know who it is. It's Legrand Commission. No, that hard to guess who I am. I think it is Legrand. You think it's Legrand, Max?
Legrand, yeah.
And he makes NFTs. And don't worry, Legrand, I'm going to get in touch with you one of these days. I know that Max and I need to talk with you about a bunch of stuff. So a bunch of good stuff. So it's just been a little chaotic for both of us the last few days here. Edward Vincent. Thank you. Welcome back, Edward Vincent. Ladies and gentlemen, are we live? B. Ricky, are we live? What's up, Larry, in North Carolina, and Max, hailing from Arizona. And this is Edward from Texas. Don't mess with Texas. Patches would be a Texas type of guy, a dog. All right. So, Brian Dowie's up. Sorry, Max. Hope you start feeling better, bro.
Well, thanks, Brian. Good to see you. Me too.
Another lady, Mrs. Michael April Cornwell. That's 3 ladies so far that we know of. If there's any other ladies, if you would, please chat with us so that we can recognize you. Because why do we always say this? Because it's a big thing. We need to get more ladies involved in crypto. Talk to your daughters, your mothers, your sisters, your aunts, your cousins. Please, let's get more ladies involved with crypto. It'll help with mass adoption. April Cornwell says, hey, crypto friends, welcome back. All right, so it is Legrand. We're moving through. Hey. And look at who's here. Michael Montclair. What's up, fellas? Thank you for being here,
Michael.
Tim. All right. So, Max, if you want to go first, you can. Or if you want me to go first and tell you about Kim Kardashian and Gary the Gopher, it's up to you. However you want to do it. It's your show.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and start things off. This is supposed to be the Luna Classic show. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to kick things, of course, into the main thing with CMC as usual. So before we dive into Luna Classic, I just want to thank everybody who showed up tonight for this particular show. Absolutely great seeing you guys here. And it's also nice to be able to start with a decent amount of people as we have more and more people file in. As you can see right here, they was going to talk about the whole thing with Kim Kardashian and then Gary Gensler and so on. I'll allow him to get into that because he's more familiar with it than I am. But the overall crypto market cap, as you can see right here, is at $943 billion. So a slight 2% increase over the last day. Some of the ones that are trending, and the ones you see right here, Cardano. There's a reason for that. BitBoy Crypto went into full detail about it. We may actually have time tonight, maybe just briefly, to go over that, but we won't make an emphasis on it. In regards to the top 100, here's what's going on the 1 hour chart. Nothing too significant. You do see a little bit of what's going on with, of course, Chainlink, Uniswap, and Thor. On the 24-hour chart, Uniswap is standing out. It's doing all right. Of course, this is a little over I believe a 3x since I originally was telling people about it. Now it looks like it might be approaching like a 3.5x if this keeps going in that direction. I saw a few people in the chat. I think it was maybe Brian Dowie, some other people mentioning Quant. Yep, Quant's doing not too shabby. It's up about close to 15% for the week. We never talked much about Cosmos. We definitely need to in the future. I told you guys I would do more of a deeper dive into Cosmos and what's all about later on. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at my watch list for just a brief moment. Now, this is on a 24-hour. And of course, this is this 1 hour. I just wanted to look at that for a moment. Miami Coin, part of the City Coin group. It's doing all right on that 1 hour. But again, on that 24-hour, you have Alliance Block, which is ALBT. While you guys are into that, doing really, really well, up 39% for the 24-hour chart. and about 30% for the 7-day chart. We'll take a moment, of course, to show you Tim Shea's just a little brief article in regards to that. And we're going to go ahead and do that right now, actually. Let me see. So, of course, here's ALBT, and this comes from Mr. Shea himself. Looking really, really good. Really incredibly bullish right now. Sitting over a little, I think at the moment that was taken, that was close to 5 cents. And currently speaking, we are just at a little over 5 cents. So that's awesome to see that. The other thing I want to show you is this particular article / tweet. It says Alliance Block is honored to be recognized in an article by the @Bitcoin is alongside Aave. On top of that, Uniswap and Orbs Network as one of the 5 most reliable DeFi projects to watch in 2023. If you don't know about these particular ones, like myself, I'm not, super researched into it and whatnot. I guess it's really worth looking into. It's supposed to be a real standout DeFi platform. Again, I don't know all the gist of it and so on, but when I go here, you can see, of course, this particular article. And hold on a second, I'm going to hit cancel because I don't want the notifications, believe it or not. So they call it 5 of the most reliable DeFi projects to watch in 2023. I'm going to give you guys some brief highlights in regards to this. So, for you guys who are new, if you're wondering what DeFi is, it's basically just that decentralized finance. When you hear the term TradeFi, that's traditional finance. Hence, like what you see like at the Wells Fargo Bank, Bank of America, you're, again, traditional finance type of banking. Well, decentralized finance is poised to, like it says right here, rebound as the cryptocurrency space gears up for its next big bull run. While 2022 hasn't been the best years for crypto or DeFi, with values falling sharply and several well-known projects coming apart at the seams, it does mention right here, there is widespread perception that from here on in, the only way is up. That view is based on a general feeling that crypto prices appear to have bottomed out. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you caught rock bottom, but we're definitely near it. With that, many people believe it's only a matter of time before major tokens like Bitcoin and Ethereum start to regain some of the value they lost over the last few months. When the crypto market does bounce back, it will likely spark a second major wave of investment in DeFi, leading to huge opportunities for anyone who backs the right horse. Now, of course, there's always this, some of these other things that they claim, but for Alliance Block specifically, they claim that they are more than just a protocol. It says Alliance Block is the creator of a comprehensive DeFi infrastructure platform that not only caters to those who want to borrow, lend, and stake crypto, but also developers of other DeFi projects. Besides its decentralized investment offerings, it offers trustless KYC/AML and identity verification, compliant to peer-to-peer, and of course NFT services, cross-border regulatory compliance, and on-chain and off-chain investment data API, and more besides that. Now, one thing I want to definitely mention is what I believe to be standout DeFis. And I think right now for DeFi, a lot of it is starting to come around, if you will. How do we know that? Well, for instance, when I take a look at my personal watch list, when I see ALBT as being a standout DeFi platform, I go a little bit further down, and yes, I'm going to mention it again, Clearpool, because Clearpool is another standout DeFi for your cryptos. So even with that, when it comes to Clearpool, I mean, they hit rock bottom like roughly about a month or so ago, 2.5 cents and whatnot. I mean, heck, look at that. I mean, it's up to a little over 15 cents. And it's just really, really doing well. 64%, 63, 64% for the week, 23% on that 24-hour chart. And it's just that. I mean, not on my particular watch list, but there was other ones I saw. They're really doing well as far as DeFi. Now, before we get back into the comments and whatnot, I do want to point out some of these other things to put a little focus, of course, on the main topic of why you're here, Luna Classic. That's why this is called the Luna Classic Show. So there was an announcement in regards to Binance, and they tweet this out. It says Binance completes the first Luna Classic burn, burning all trading fees collected from Luna Classic spot and margin trading pairs. This was posted earlier today. For more details about the first burn and all future burns, please check the announcement link below for weekly updates moving forward. And then, of course, I'm going to click on this. Excuse me. All that dust. That was horrible. All right. So, of course, this original one was posted on the 26th. There was, of course, an update to this. We were expecting this. We literally talked about last night. States this announcement was updated, of course, today to reflect the details on the latest burn records, which is good. We go a little bit more further down, and like it says right here, I'm going to highlight it for you. For the latest burn records, please refer to the table below. We definitely will. Batch 1, period of calculation, the time it mentions for UTC. You kind of just see how this is being updated into it. And it's just, the first couple batches. We haven't obviously done all of it. So, like, once you get to this part right here, mentions that it's going to be updated on the 10th. And there's going to be, of course, more that's going to be updated. In regards to batch 1, if you go right below where it says trading fees on Luna Classic spot and margin trading pairs for Luna Classic, we do see an amount of, looks like it's 5,595,907,907,838. In regards to the trading fees on Luna Classic spot and trading, and margin trading pairs, which is the USDT equivalent, that one's at 1.8 million. So that's just an idea of where you can go to basically review that. I wanted to point that out to you guys. Of course, we have a little bit more Luna Classic news. So as it says right here, this comes straight from CoinDesk. We use them for reference quite a few times. Luna Classic remnant of Terra collapse drops after underwhelming Binance Burn mechanism data. Now, you may feel as though, well, I just want my good news. Well, here at Crypto Talk Now, we report both. We're going to give it to you, whether it's the great news, the bad news, so on and so forth. When I'm looking at Luna Classic, for instance, I definitely see that this is not to the particular goals that we're looking for, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I do see that the volume is down 16%. Market cap is down about 7.26%. And you kind of see, without even going to like a KuCoin chart, what's going on with that. Going a little bit further back to this particular article, it says Binance's scheme, keyword scheme, destroyed only 0.08% Luna Classic's bloated supply to minuscule to have a lasting impact on the hyperinflated token. Now, you got to keep in mind, this is just from their point of view. Don't kill the messenger here. Go a little bit further down, and it basically mentions some of this. The crypto exchange Binance is planning, quote, burn of Luna Classic, right? Which is, of course, they're trying to give you an idea of like the failed blockchain, Project Terra, blah, blah, blah. Basically states that this burn was supposed to boost the price. Well, no kidding. But you know what? Sometimes it's not all about our timing. It's just we have to see how other things are implemented fully and give things a little bit more time. Now, you may be wondering why I'm reading this. The reason why I'm reading this is because there's a few key things I want to point out. So it says the impact turned out to be underwhelming. I still think, we need more time. But anyway, since the mechanism was implemented a week ago, Binance destroyed, or I should say burn in crypto terms, or a reduction on the outstanding supply, 1.8 million worth of Luna Classic, based on a tweet Monday by Binance CEO CZ. That amount represents only 0.08% of the total supply of the token, too minuscule to make any measurable impact on the token's hyperinflated supply. Now, when it goes more into this, it mentions The price of Luna Classic dropped 12% in the last 24 hours, according to this particular figure, which is 0.003037, according to cryptocurrency price tracker CoinGecko. And then this guy, Tree of Alpha, states the Binance Burn for the Luna Classic community was waiting. I'm sorry, the Binance Burn, the Luna Classic community was waiting for just happened. 1 week's worth of fees collected by Binance burned. The value, a meager 1.8 million, 0.09% of the market cap. And it's just basically worth noting. I still think we're going to get to the point where we're going to burn a ton of it. But a lot of people, of course, were figuring that this was just going to be something insane. Now, in regards to the insane amount of burns that we're all hoping for, we're going to cover just that here in a moment. Whether you feel as though this particular group is a scam or not, they do keep coming up in the news, and there's actually a Bloomberg article in regards to them. You probably know who I'm talking about. We'll get that in a moment. But there's this right here, and that is at the bottom. It says, Luna Classic almost doubled its price last week after Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange, as we know, by trading volume, unveiled its own supply reduction scheme. CoinDesk reported last week the crypto exchange implemented a mechanism that destroys, of course, the same amount of coins as the fees it collects from trading Luna Classic. Now, when I go a little bit more further into this, I'll pull this up, and that is this. Again, this is from Classy Crypto, but he keeps right on top of it, and that's why I want to give him a shout out as well, because, I mean, he kills it with updated news. But it says Luna Classic may be getting a new major centralized exchange supporting it soon. And this is, of course, always good. Yeah, it kind of detours our focus away from, let's face it, a lackluster day for burning when it comes to Luna Classic and Binance. But it is still a positive catalyst, whether you're American or not. The Gate.io social media manager stated that we may soon receive support for the Luna Classic burn. Let Gate.io know that the Luna Classic community wants, of course, the burn. I think they're going to hop on board in regards to that. Now, there's a little bit more Luna Classic news. We want to, of course, take a brief moment to recognize more of the community and also, of course, see if we missed anything, which is what I'm going to do shortly right here. And in the process of doing so, we're going to share the live Luna Classic chart from KuCoin. So back to you, Larry.
All right. Thank you for that, Max. I'm going to just go through the comments real fast. We're not going to read everyone, but we're going to put them up there. NFT Creations, a.k.a. Legrand Commission. You do have a wrench now, my friend. Just gave you one. Michael Montclair saying hello to everyone. Crypto Mike, with power comes great responsibilities. Confession from Bitcoin BMW. I owned 0 Luna Classic. All right. Well, if you keep watching this show, you might consider getting some. I'm not sure. Crypto Mike. Get well soon, Bitcoin BMW. They're laughing about that. That's all in good fun. Glad you guys are getting along good today in the chat. Edward Vincent saying hello. Edward Vincent, I'm trying to find your channel too. It's not popping up. Talking about Legrand Commissions, NFTs, creations. You can take a look at it on YouTube. Subscribe. He's going to be making some videos there soon. Edward Vincent, you can imagine only a ton of videos. There's 21 people in here, guys. If you would just hit the like button, we'd appreciate it. We're going through here. Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. I know Luna Classic plans to repeg to USTC. Is there a timeline for that? Max, are you aware of a timeline for the ambitions of repegging?
There can't be a timeline. And there won't ever specifically be just that when it comes to this. Our timeline, basically, let's face it, there really isn't any timeline. So my attitude is, as long as we see Luna Classic continue to trend and have a crazy amount of volume happen, then if anything, like Mike Cornwell pointed out with the whole video with the, the wormhole and so on, the whole objective is to constantly just do the cycle, if you will, where money comes in, goes toward the Luna Classic burns and so on, and then you get rewarded, of course, especially for those who put it into Terra Station and whatnot for the staking, and then it goes into the whole thing with the wormhole, and it's just this constant, hit my mic, constant cycle, if you will. And as long as that cycle keeps coming in full circle, then that's how we basically get there in time. Now, of course, as far as, if you're wondering, like, well, what about the burns and so on? I mean, I thought that was going to help expedite everything. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if we can get some of these centralized exchanges, like Binance, basically to be, 100%, with us as far on-chain and off-chain burns, then that will expedite. But as far as the actual timeline, like, give me an estimate of how soon this is going to happen. Of course, there's, quote unquote, big content creators or influencers and so on who stated, the whole thing with 200 days. But I mean, there's a lot of things that got to happen in regards to getting to that. I don't think it's right to put a specific timeline on that. Me personally, there's a difference between a timeline for the bull run and predicting that and coming close to that. That's a whole other area, if you will, compared to what's going right now with Luna Classic. Because for one, all the other cryptos out there, let's face it, Bitcoin, Ethereum, when those are tanking, Luna Classic seems to do well. So if that's the case, that kind of throws the whole estimate out of whack, and especially any type of time frame, in my humble opinion. Back to you.
Yeah, it sounds like it's just something that's hard to predict, as most cryptos are. But it's not really following. I noticed that too. It doesn't really follow the pattern of Bitcoin and Ethereum. It just kind of just has a mind of its own. Yeah.
Yeah. And knowing that, I mean, it's a true layer one. I mean, you look at, like, what Ethereum's trying to accomplish. Heck, even Bitcoin. I mean, it's just, if you want to talk about your apples and oranges of crypto, it's literally just that.
Guys, drop some more comments in the chat if you would. And if you don't know what to say, drop some moons in there. If you are a Terra Luna Classic investor / fan, all of the above. All right, so we're going through. B. Ricky says, what time is the 1.2% opt-in burn tomorrow from Binance? Is there an actual time for that, Max, or is that not something?
I don't know. That's something I haven't caught myself up on today. Real busy day for me. Teaching job, and immediately after the whole basketball practice and so on. So I didn't have a chance to look into the actual time about what he's referring with Binance. Mr.
Max Double P. I like the thumbnail on the show, and Max made that thumbnail.
Oh, thanks. Well, I saw that extra picture that Larry posted from him, playing at the rec center or whatever in the gym. I thought, what, this is a new picture of Larry. It looked pretty good. I mean, you look, no, as you would say, no homo, but you look serious, and it gives you kind of a different point of view from your beard's angle. And I was like, yeah,
hat backwards. Yeah.
Yeah. And you love basketball, and I do too. And I thought, you know what, that'd be cool. Why don't we just mix it up a little bit? So
cool. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I liked the idea. I didn't think about using that for a thumbnail. All right. So B. Ricky says, hi, Larry, and hi, Max.
Hey, Ricky, good to see you.
Crypto Talk Now, VR, entertainment only. Edward Vincent, comments are fire tonight. We doing moons in the chat for the pump, for Luna Classic pumping. They're dropping all the moons in there. Please drop those moons. Hi, guys and girls. Drop the moons. Jeff Pruden says, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for that. Here comes all the moons. There's a lot of Luna Classic people in here tonight. The OGs of the OGs are here in great numbers. So this is great. We just need to get some new people in here. So go out and serve the masses with your Luna Classic enthusiasm. Get them into here. We greatly appreciate it. There's an AI that has returned, an OG AI, if you would. Day trading is back. He says, yo. He's trying to be human. He says, yo.
I saw in the comments from Mike Cornwell about zooming out more. I'm going to do that just here in a moment.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Crypto Talk Now, VR, entertainment only. Let that fula, burn, let it burn. We don't need no water. Let that moolah burn. All right, so hashtag wolf pig Kool-Aid for the win. I'm not sure what the reference is there, but that's just kind of interesting. Where's Cool Cat Crypto? I don't see him here today. I was just thinking about him. All right, so yes, Luna Bucks NFT with a deer in the moonlight. Jeff Pruden 350Z. There's 28 people in here. Let's just get to the next milestone, which is 30. If you guys help us out, hit the like button. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty disappointed in the Luna Classic community because nobody in their right mind is going to burn $2 million worth of their money. Binance did that today. Jeff Pruden again. I want to see some gratitude from the community for that company helping us out. That's what I want to see. All right. So here is an estimated time. I think this would just be like midnight UTC 000. Maybe he's just teasing 00 UTC again, Ricky. All right. Jeff Pruden, 350Z. On top of that, everybody seems to be forgetting that there's a bunch of different projects working together for the burns. Eventually, we'll all be happy. In the meantime, keep a smile on your face. Stay positive.
He makes a great point, because when you look at whether you're for them or against them, for instance, Luna T, it's technically the burn/rewards token of Luna Classic. That's just one of them. And then, we see some of these other things that recently happened, and it's all of those factors coming into like full fruition. So I think if anything, we just need to give it, I know you guys hate hearing this, more time, but it really is just that. I mean, you look at about, the first couple batches, people are like losing their head right now because they wanted this to all happen immediately. I hate to say it, come on, guys, it's crypto. It's not going to happen immediately. Some of us have been too spoiled by what happened last year, and you're thinking that's just going to be a repay immediately. We're not there yet. You may feel as though that it's going to all start at the end of this month or getting into November. We're honestly not there yet. Once we are there yet, we will definitely point that we are there, because if anything, recognizing like a true bull run where things are going to go like maybe parabolic, we haven't seen anything close to being parabolic yet. So again, we just got to get a little more time.
This in from Crypto Mike. Max, back out and look at the support we are at on Luna Classic.
Well, I'll put it up on the day. I just wanted to show you guys that 12 hour for a bit, but yeah, I could do that.
Crypto Talk Now VR. The three dots to the right allow you to view the channel. Okay, they're trying to get to NFT creations. Got it and subscribed. Okay, they got it. The monkeys are here too. Let's see. Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. If Luna Classic, just by the way, guys, we just passed 30 people, so that's great. Let's get to 40 if we can, and we'll get to 50. We'll get there. Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. If Luna Classic just relies on Binance burns to get them to the moon, then they will be disappointed. They'll be disappointed. What really sped up the burns is bringing projects on the blockchain, accelerate on-chain burns. That is a good point. They need to try to get some more projects back onto the blockchain. That would definitely help.
He's absolutely right, because you think about the whole concept of like an ecosystem and why there's so much emphasis behind it. If Luna Classic just put, all their emphasis just on the burns and not providing a proper ecosystem, I think they would just be stuck in the mud. If you look at, for instance, Shiba Inu, they are doing the whole thing with Shibarium. And with Shibarium, that's how they get not only just like, utility and whatnot, but that's honestly how they build their ecosystem. Sure, you have the likes of like Bone. For instance, you have the likes of, Leash and whatnot. You want some actual solid projects to come into their ecosystem. And I think eventually that will happen when Shibarium proves himself. Now you may be wondering, well, why are you talking about this? This is Luna Classic. The point is there's correlation, or a comparison, if you will. The comparison key takeaway is just that: an ecosystem. Projects that have strong ecosystems will eventually thrive. Well, Max, how come ADA's not doing that great? Yeah, that's totally different. Those are high quality smart contracts that haven't kicked into full gear yet. So I just want people to understand that there should always be strong emphasis on a good ecosystem. And I'm more than glad to see that we at least have a few to start off with. Of course, we don't talk enough about the whole thing with Luna Classic, with the metaverse and so on, but I think that's going to be a real powerful player in the ecosystem. And we'll continue to get some other ones. Like right now, if I'm not mistaken, Larry, I think we even have ones from the, with some of these NFTs and so on. Again, it doesn't necessarily matter that we have like 30 projects on board. It's just like I've always mentioned before, just a good solid 4 or 5 that just really bring the heat to the Luna Classic community and so on, and build this ecosystem back up. Once we get back to that, then we can start talking about these crazy things about what Terra Luna used to offer before. And as you know, when things were amazing, it was up way over $100.
All right. Well, I agree. They need to get some solid projects on there that are, loaded with utility and people actually use. I mean, but it's. I think a lot of it is the hype, and we're going to get into that. I think B. Ricky hit the nail on the head. We'll get into that in a second. Edward Vincent. Today, I was the proud recipient of a Wolf Pig NFT. This thing has Kool-Aid in its hands. All right. Interesting.
Give me some of that purple drink.
Jeff Pruden is in the bath. Had a long day at work. I'll check it when I'm out. All right. Well, hopefully your lady friend is with you or your wife or something. B. Ricky. Uncle Ricky. I think Ricky is right on point with this comment. I think the biggest problem is all the hype on YouTube. And then it didn't do close to what it said. Now, this is the thing. I want to comment on this one because I see this not with just Luna Classic. I've seen this, by the way, this is our 1-year anniversary this month. It's going to be, I believe, October 21st is going to be the 1-year anniversary for the establishment of this YouTube channel, which then spurred on this network. But in the year that I've been a content creator, and Max has pretty much been a year too, I'm guessing he's done other content, but with crypto. In the year that I've seen this, I've seen a cycle, a pattern that has occurred, and that is when there's a few people that have a lot of subscribers or a good following, they're good content creators. If they all kind of band together and start to hype something up, just because they're invested in it, they believe in it. Excuse me, all of the above. The problem happens is when they hype, and they don't do this on purpose. Excuse me. Of course, they hype it on purpose, but they don't mean anything bad by it. So when they hype and they get all genuinely excited about it, and it doesn't perform the way people are expecting based on all the hype surrounding it, it's a bit of a letdown. And in crypto, people are generally very impatient. So it's not like the stock market. In the old days, you'd say, all right, we just need to average a 10% rate of return over the next 5 years. That sort of thing. So I think, it's like, I hate to use these type of analogies, but it's like the woman that you go on a date with and she's wearing a beautiful red dress and you're expecting the night to continue at your house. And then all of a sudden she says, I just need to go home and go to sleep. I have to take care of my cat or something. It's a letdown. So I think that's what's going on. We have the beautiful woman in the red dress that you've just had a fine evening with, eating at a beautiful establishment, and you go to take her home because you'd like to spend a little alone quality time with her. And she says, I just need to go home and take care of my cat. That's fine. She has a cat, but that's the thing. It's like, there's so much of a buildup, it's almost at a climax. And then, it doesn't happen. It's not necessarily the buy the rumor, sell the news all the time, but it's just like, hype. And then it's like, now what? And so now what are we going to talk about? So are the same guys going to hype again? They will, because, the reason why they're doing it is because they probably believe in it. And especially, remember, I don't think anybody's being paid to talk about Terra Classic. So anything that you're seeing is because, number one, they have a bag of it, right? They own it. And number two, they're genuinely excited about it and they're involved in the community. So there is a letdown. You know what I'm saying, Max? It's like everybody.
I hear where people are coming from, but here's the things that I've noticed. And again, I'm not a fortune teller or anything, but I've really noticed this. Okay. And I don't want anybody to be like, well, I'm gonna hold you to your word, Max. Maybe some people can, just, sarcastically speaking, but I'll be honest with you guys. I want your attention on this one. And that is this. From my experience so far in these many months of Luna Classic, and especially within the last 2 months, with all the things that we've implemented when it comes to these burns, and as Larry would say, the buy the rumor, sell the news. Here is the two main things I've noticed, and that is all the big hype, of course, for what's going to happen with today and so on. And then people are like, well, today we're here and we're not quite where we should be. It's a letdown. Here is what I've totally noticed. There is somewhere between a 2 to 4 day delay after what is supposed to happen ends up happening. And so my thing is, like, I want to be surprised with everybody like, oh man, we're upset, we're disappointed, and then boom, tomorrow or the day after that. I'm not even kidding. I've noticed this the last few times we had some really big pumps. And in fact, when we got up to the 0.30s and the 6s, possibly maybe we're briefly in the 7s, I can't remember. during that time, it was really, really huge. And that also was what? Like a 2 to 4 day delay compared to when everybody thought it was just going to happen like right then and there. These things happen that way. Now, of course, when Larry was pointing out the whole thing with the stock market and so on, again, it's a totally different thing. Why? Because with crypto, it's a 24/7 market, but different markets are waking up. With stocks, on the other hand, it's like, yeah, there's, Asia Pacific markets. And of course, there's what's happening over here, the New York Stock Exchange, like, that's on Eastern time. We have an opening bell and a closing bell. And if anything, sometimes those are a lot easier, I guess you could say, to predict compared to crypto. But again, I think it's just a delayed reaction, and especially when it comes to Luna Classic compared to, your average run-of-the-mill crypto. That's just my own 2 cents. I'm just being flat out honest. I will not be surprised at all if a lot of the hype dies down, the disappointment kind of clears the room, let's air it out, if you will, and then boom, this thing just takes off. That's just my own 2 cents, my own takeaway.
Well, that's a good point, Max. I'll piggyback on what you said, or kind of compliment what you're saying. So I have seen that before. It could be like a trading pattern. So if those people that are kind of like swing trading based on news, for example, not technical so much, but they're hearing, okay, there's a lot of hype, a lot of hype. All right, now how can I take advantage of that? So they might be just cashing out to make money in the short term. And so that's what goes on, and that's popular with the buy the rumor, sell the news. It's similar to what's happening here. It's kind of like, some people are in there looking at, okay, everyone's expecting it to do this. Let me trade this way, the opposite way, because, if enough people do that, they can make money doing that. And then you're right. There could be like a delayed reaction. Okay, now 3 days from now, it goes crazy up 30% or something nuts.
That's the way I'm looking at it, because here's the thing. There's too many indicators within, like every time we're on the show, we see certain like, bullish flags, like these pennants, as I would point out, big giant green candles form into a bullish pennant. And then you kind of go by like, oh, these are the same type of indicators that we saw when things went up into the 6s and even higher than that, right? So it's like, well, if there's more demand for it now and the volume is even up higher, and you're looking at some of the recent trades, and it's just like, it's not as, it's not worse than it was. If that's the case, we're basing things on history, and there's even that much more demand by it because it keeps trending, right? And we have new proposals and stuff like that. One would think, well, why would it all of a sudden just continue to tank? No, if anything, it's going to, maybe pull back a little bit. And just like any other crypto, it will take off. There's always that brief pullback and then take off. Could this thing tank the other way? And all of a sudden, you have all these sell orders. Of course, crazy things could happen. Even if you look at the far right side of the page right now, recent trades, it's not a sea of green. Sometimes it is. You want to continually see a sea of green and then people basically hold because you feel as though, well, more and more people hold. Again, that pressure cooker effect that creates a tremendous amount of demand. It should be liftoff. But again, it's just, you have a mixture, of course, like you put in, or you mentioned before, Larry, the whole, was a day trader, swing trader type thing. But I still feel as though, and I'm sticking to my guns on this, it's going to be a 2 to 4 day delay. And if anything, like I'm thinking maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday, something like that. That's just my own humble opinion. I'm not trying to be, Mr. Prediction type of guy. I'm basing it on what? I'm basing it on what I've seen previously. And I think there's enough indicators to show it could happen again.
The kid-friendly analogy would be, if you're from the north like I am, you'd stay up all night because it was snowing. And you'd be like, oh, I know for sure I don't need to get sleep because school's going to be canceled. So you stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning doing whatever you're doing. You're a little kid. You're like, oh, this is great. We're not going to have school. Next thing you know, you're listening to the radio because that's what you did back then. And you're listening for your school and it's not closed because there's 6 inches of snow and we're in the north. And you know what? We're just going to send you to school anyway. So it's a big letdown. You're like all excited and it's like, oh, man, we got to go to school and now I don't have any sleep. So that's what it is. All right. So B. Ricky says, then people drop out that are just here for the quick buck. That's kind of what I was saying. All right, Brian Dowie, B. Ricky definitely killed the momentum and made some people sell. There's 35 people here, but this just in. We don't have any type of graphics or sound effects. Headline news. This just in. Edward Vincent. It reads: North Korea flies, fires missiles. Not one missile, multiple missiles over Japan. Bitcoin potentially to reflect accordingly. I don't know if does that going to affect Bitcoin?
They always just try to flex their muscle and it lands close to their shores. And they do this every so often. Just kind of like what goes on in the South China Sea. It's one of the most contested military areas in the entire world, where you have basically multiple countries there, where it's China, even, our U.S. Navy ships and so on, all sorts of different countries. They just do just that. They go in there, they flex their muscles. I think it's just North Korea basically doing that. North Korea knows if it ever was for real and they did that, it would be absolutely obliterated.
Thank you for that. There is your world news tonight. Team Shay, that type of thing tends to snowball. NFT Creations, aka Legrand Commission. Luna Classic is a good long-term investment. Just hold and relax. Patience is key. Thank me later and send me a Christmas present. I added that part. B. Ricky, all these people will be butt hurt later when they see us at a penny. Let us know how you really feel. Jeff Pruden, 350Z. War is bad, huh?
Oh, what's his name? What's his name from South Park? Where he's like, war is bad. Okay, that's what he's talking about.
Oh, okay. I had it wrong. Tim Shea, Edward, that happens from time to time. All right. Edward Vincent, I tried to keep my comment ambiguous enough to only be relative to crypto still. Okay. All right. That's funny. Here you. All right. It's Luna Classic Blue Kool-Aid. NFT Creations. We only dropped 10% after the news from Binance. So to me, not that many paper hands were
yeah, it's a good point. I mean, not really, right? I mean, when it comes to paper handing, it would have been a lot more. So yeah, good post there. Good comment from Mr. Legrand Commission.
So yeah, Brian Dowie says, great analogy, Larry. That is the analogy of the red dress and the girl going back to take care of her cat. Tim Shea follows up by saying, no bang, just a meow.
Where's Mr. Meow? Is he here tonight?
He's not here tonight. Crypto Mike, time for blue ball.
No. Now he's got you on a blooper reel.
All right. NFT Creations. Even if the YouTubers stop talking about, damn those YouTubers. No, I'm just kidding.
Hold on a second. What? I may go into I know you guys want the 1 day. I've been keeping my eye on the recent trades, and lots of green has been consistent for like the last, 5 minutes or so. We'll still keep an eye on it, but that's good. We want to see a green, and then right there, boom. So never mind. As they say in Killer Instinct, combo breaker. That was a combo breaker.
Okay. NFT Creations, aka Legrand Commission. Even if the YouTubers stop talking about Luna Classic, I will still hold, just because I know the potential in it. Mentalect. Hello, is it me you're looking for, Lionel Richie? Thank you for being here, and thank you to the great Lionel Richie. Is Lionel Richie still alive?
Yeah, of course. Right. Okay. He's a happy man.
All right, Crypto Mike. That's a legit resistance line. Day went green. LFG. Let's freaking go. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really good on that. So, let's just be positive about it, right? Right.
The ladies love those big green candles. I mean, I got to tell you, Crypto Mike, day candle just went green. Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. I doubt the YouTubers will stop talking about it. Hype. Is it true that Crypto King, you said the other day, has 1 billion Luna Classic?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not going to stop talking about it.
So I think he probably caught it like Legrand did, maybe for like 6 zeros or something.
Yeah, so that would be incredible.
Yeah.
These guys have big bags, so they're going to keep talking about it. I doubt the YouTubers will stop talking about it. Hype may subside, but it won't die down. It can always just be regenerated. Everyone likes a good comeback story. That's true. It's, you know what? Hype will definitely pick up in the bull market. Let me just tell you this, Max. It's in the public consciousness of the crypto market. This is my theory on this. Everyone is programming themselves in their brain. Like they're just, you know what I mean? Like about the universe stuff. They're speaking it into the universe. Seriously, I'm not trying to joke around. If you're saying, look, we're going to get to a penny, we're going to get to 7 cents, we're going to get to 10 cents, we're going to get to $1, it's probably going to happen because people are speaking it out there, okay, and they want it to be fulfilled. So if enough people say it and believe it, it'll probably happen.
Yeah, but yes and no. I mean, because
okay.
You know how long I've been hearing. I mean, I hear where you're coming from, and I'm not, downplaying that. I respect you, but the thing is, it's yes. It literally is yes and no because it depends, of course, on the market cap. It depends on the total supply, circulating supply, all that stuff. Perfect example. Yes, I'm gonna say it again. Shiba Inu. You know how long I've been hearing about the whole thing about 1 penny for Shiba Inu. Heck, before I got really, really into taking a deep dive into crypto, I was just like, I went from Doge to, well, Shiba Inu sounds really attractive. If this thing went to a penny, that'd be great. So I'm going to buy over $1 billion. Not realizing that a lot of things have to happen for it to reach a penny. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody, of course, at the time, I should say everybody, but I mean, like a lot of people who came from Doge and went to that, just like myself, were hoping for just that. But are we there yet? No, we're not even close to that. I think, like I mentioned before, the next step for them with SHIB is basically just that 0.3 zeros and either a 1 or a 2. You know what I mean? And like for instance, Selmo's with me on this. I mean, he holds $1 billion more SHIB than I do. So it gets to 0.000 and a 2. That's 400 grand for him. If he chose to cash out, he might not do that. He might just cash out half his bag. For me, that would be 200 grand, but I'm not going to cash out my whole bag. You know what I mean? So again, that's not even close to a penny though. You know what I mean? But eventually I think we'll get there. But man, you know how long people are saying a penny for Shiba Inu? Like a long time.
Yeah, 2030 and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it's so, spoken out there. I mean, when I get up in the morning, if I ever think about Terra Classic, I don't think about it 24 hours a day, but when I do think about it, I'm like, someday this thing's going to be at a penny. And so many people are going to be so excited and happy. And it's going to be a comeback story, just like people are saying. And it's just like, I just think a lot of people believe that way, that it's going to get to a penny. Some people might say 7, 10 cents or $1. And I just think it's going to get there. I just think
I think you're right.
Water, it'll get there.
I think you're right on that. And I also think it's like a completely different project compared to these other ones where it will realistically get to a penny a lot sooner. Like my thing is Luna Classic will get to a penny before Shiba Inu will get to a penny. I think that's safe to say on that. You know what I mean? If you had to compare the two, that's not me fudding Shiba Inu. I love Shiba Inu. You guys know that. But I just personally feel as though this is more realistic to getting to a penny compared to the other. And what was the other thing? Hold on a second. I don't know. I forgot what the other thing I was going to say.
Shiba Inu, where are you? Where is Shiba Inu right now? Is it how's it doing today?
I don't know. I was considering getting some SHIB the other last night, I think it was. Because basically with SHIB, it was almost ready. It almost felt like it was going to go back to 5 zeros, but right now it's at 0.401113. And at that price level, it's like, man, I could get a decent, I should probably DCA more back into it, but there's other ones. So I was really tempted to just get back, spend more into the ISOs, but I wanted to get one. I was like, what's the real standout one I don't have yet? That's just an absolute bargain. And of course, I posted about it last night on Twitter. Do you know which one that was, Larry? I think I tagged you in it. Do you remember what I posted?
I only because I didn't look at Twitter last night, but we could take a look at it.
Oh, well, it wasn't boobs, but it was definitely Jasmine. And I got it. Yeah, I got into Jasmine basically. I'm looking at right now, and some of you guys already know this, but bought a little over. Let me see here. So, yeah, where the heck is this thing? Jasmine. There it is. So I bought it at 0.006383. Wow, I made profit on it already. That's cool. So
Cool.
I made a profit of $10.12. But anyway, I bought let me look at this order. I bought 600 and it says $645 after the fees and stuff and whatnot. And that got me.
I did see that. Yeah. Now I
Yeah.
remember. I might have seen it today. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they got me a little over 100,838 Jasmine. And I was like, you know what? If Jasmine, if it gets back up to like over a cent, I mean, that's great in itself. But like, when it first started, I mean, I'm looking at the thing and it's like, dang, man, this thing is. I mean, maybe I should just do a share. I'll just do a share. I want you guys to see this for a second because I mean, we have talked about Jasmine on the post show before. So check this out, guys. If you think about Jasmine, I obviously was right. What I want to show you is here it is. So this thing, I bought a whole bunch of it last night, and my thing is this. I mean, yeah, it's ranked 471. It's in the top 500, but I asked Mike Cornwell. I was like, he mentioned in the past, like, what do you think of Jasmine song? He's literally telling me, he's like, the Bitcoin is Japan. I mean, I'm even looking at the logo. It kind of reminds me of Bitcoin, and it's with a J, but with not Bitcoin. And I also look at it from the perspective of like how I look at XRP. I mean, here I'll zoom in or zoom out, I should say, a little bit more.
It's not built on another. It has its own blockchain, Max. Jasmine.
No, it doesn't right now. It's got the ETH contract, but the point is,
okay.
When it first started out, right, like shortly after the launch, it's like $4.29. Yeah, it tanked, but as the months went by, right. I mean, I'm just looking at this. I mean, what was the main thing? I mean, it's like April was bad, boosted back up, and then of course after, I don't know, this is Luna, the pegging and all that a factor could be, or just maybe just crypto winter in general. But the point is, before there was this whole quote unquote regulation of crypto or ban of crypto or whatever the heck you want to call it in Japan, this thing was doing really, really well, right? I mean, heck, even if it does half of what you see right here with 430 and gets back to like, heck, even $1, right? I'd be satisfied if this got back to $1. Well, I look at this as kind of in a way like how I look at XRP, right? They had their whole own situation in Japan. Something happened. It's not like called the Securities and Exchange Commission, but it's kind of like their version of it. And it's putting a damper on this. Now, once that gets lifted, I look at this as just going crazy. And I'm like looking at this price and I'm like, you know what? That is just too attractive to pass up. So, I mean, if this went back up to $1 and having over 100,000 of these, $100,000 ain't nothing to like, I'm good. I'll take it. You know what I mean? So I thought it was an absolute bargain. I couldn't pass it up. I've been saying to the guys for a while, going to get me some Jasmine. And I did just that. Some guys, of course, hold a lot more. I've seen cases where people put like, 2,000 or 3,000 diamond handing. And so I don't really consider myself diamond hands, but I mean, I could have put, because I was like, I'm going to put $1,000 into something, but I wanted to kind of split this up a little bit this time around compared to another 2 weeks from now where I put in more. And I just went with it. I was like, Jasmine sounds good. Yeah, it's not trending like all the other ones right now, but for that price, I mean, I remember for a while it was a big deal just to get this at a penny. This is well below a penny. I think it's an absolute bargain, not financial advice, and I will kick it back to you.
All right, cool. Well, that's interesting that you bought something new. Brian Dowie, CZ and the Rebels still have the AMA October 6th. That's a question mark. Something could come out of that, then maybe Coinbase and Robinhood listing. That would be something if it was Robinhood listing because it will be a tremendous exposure. I think things that are less than a penny are good for Robinhood. Good to be on that platform because people are like, wow, this is a good deal. Right. A lot of people that are, relatively new to stocks and crypto are on Robinhood. So it would be a good platform for it to be on.
And then the fees, right? Like it's hardly any fees, but people don't realize the fees, they'll get it back.
Yeah, built in, yep.
Yeah, it's like, you go back to, selling it or moving a lot of it, they're going to get it back. But on the short end of it, right, it's going to appear like there's no fees, but again, eventually you're going to get hit with those fees. So.
And this is what Selmo FUD NFT Creation says. Legrand Commission, October 6th to 7th. He's saying that is going to be the beginning of the bull run. Well, you heard it here first. Thank you for that prediction. Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. Legrand, you really think this soon? There are so many analysts calling for a further downfall. What are you seeing? All right. And NFT creations by November 8th. Everyone clearly will know that we're in a bull run. Okay.
I think I'm not answering for Legrand. I can't answer for anybody else, but my own takeaway from it, I think the way he's looking at it is from based on history of when he experienced the bull run last year and indicators that he's seeing in this current market. I'm almost with him myself, but personally speaking, I want to see what happens when we hit November with the ISOs.
All right. Let's see. John Smith, welcome back. He says Luna will go nowhere without on and off chain burns. Okay, good point. They do need the burns. B. Ricky, hump, not dump, said this morning Bitcoin has to go to 16K for liquidity, and then it's off to the races. Coochie Boy says, sorry, I'm late. Don't bother starting over. I'll catch up. Okay.
Okay.
That's kind of funny. What's up, Larry and Max?
Boy. Hey, Coochie Boy. Good to see you.
That's funny how he said that. All right. So he's saying hello. Mentalex says, a news update or more of an opinion. North Korea missile as a black swan event is surprising. Maybe like saber rattling type stuff. John Smith, no better burns than on and off chain burns, which pumped the price in the first place. B. Ricky, Max, do the combo again. That was funny.
That's from Killer Instinct. So if you ever play Killer Instinct, by the way, Killer Instinct's the first fighting game to ever implement what they call a combo system. But it's just that, you have triple combo, hyper combo, killer combo, ready. And then next thing you know, the big one was the ultra combo. Well, what I was saying in the market, with everything on the right, we go combo breaker. Ready.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Coochie Boy, more and more burn ideas will populate, and this will be a good experiment for all cryptos. Crypto Mike, it's in the influencer's best interest. It behooves them to pump a coin, and they hold. And if they will continue to hold, we continue to get hella marketing and stronger communities. I would agree with that. John Smith, community should have stuck to on and off burns in the first place in petition, but went for the CZ deal.
They can always change it, though. I mean, I get your point. But with proposals, technically speaking, if everyone's like, to hell with CZ, to heck with Binance, this is not working out. Like, let's say, I talk about the delay. God, I can't even talk right now. The delay of 2 to 4 days. So let's say 2 to 4 days, or maybe even tomorrow. Let's face it, right? But I'm just sticking to my guns. 2 to 4 days, and the whole thing ends up like not working out. And we're like, man, we got to go back to the drawing board. What the heck is going on here? My thing is this. If I'm part of the Terror Rebels, I'm getting with the rest of that team and saying, look, this did not work out. We need to go back to the drawing board, and we need to do a whole new proposal. And so from there, the whole thing of the deal with CZ and so on, guess what? That's what validators and all these proposals is for, right? To get things back in motion, to get things back to where things make sense. So they just vote on a new proposal. Yeah, from our point of view, I mean, we may look at it, be frustrated, like, man, gosh dang it, we're going to have to wait longer to get our Lambo. But you know what? The whole concept is keeping the motion going, keeping the thing trending, and keep it being active. Anyway, this is my own 2 cents.
Good point. NFT Creations, if it drops 6 euros again, he'll buy, he's going to buy 10 billion coins. All right, Tim Shea, get your bone ready for Shibarium, just saying.
Yep. You're right.
Coochie Boy, if it's hard for Luna Classic to delete a 0, that should be a good indication of how hard it is to add a 0. when you have 4 or 5 zeros.
Right, because the levels of support, retracement, all that. Yeah.
Selmo Fudd, global crypto market cap will have to be over 60 trillion for SHIB to get to that level.
He's absolutely right. Yeah, it's a lot more than just saying I want to go to penny because of this. I hear where you're coming from, Larry, but that's a good point that he pointed out. Like it literally would have to be, heck, that'd be higher market cap than Bitcoin, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Jeff Pruden 350Z, the best crypto talk show community in the game. Crypto Talk Now, get hyped. This is what it's all about. Let's get it. Let's make that money.
Thanks so much, Jeff. That was really nice of you. Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the compliment. Edward Vincent says, Jasmine. John Smith, every day burns is the only thing that will help.
Well, that and a good ecosystem. I mean, that's going to help too, but I get your point.
Coochie Boy, Jasmine didn't have issues with the government back then, though.
No, it didn't. That's why the price was so high. I mean, I feel bad for, it's kind of like, you're looking at like what, not as monumental as, the pegging UST and, the original Terra Luna tanking and just going, almost, 0 point whatever and just being fractions of a penny. But it's definitely up there. I mean, how about this, Larry? Let's say you're like, somebody told you like, you know what? Bitcoin is Japan, man. This is real cheap. You should get this. And you're like, you know what? If it really is going to be Bitcoin in Japan, even at $4, that seems good to me. And you put like, I don't know, 10 grand into it. You just lost your, something fierce. You bought at the top of the mountain and going down, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But again, it's kind of like Luna Classic, buying it like post crash. That's where the money is to be made. But anyway.
Not as distressed. Yeah. It's at rock bottom.
Right.
Hopefully. Yeah. Crypto Mike resolved recently and passed quote unquote regulations. Crypto Mike, right before the ISO 2022 timing and it being only approved one in Japan, hyper bullish on that.
That's true. I mean, I was just looking at it from that perspective as well. I was real tempted, of course, to get some bone too, and I still am. I just think, maybe Bone could pull back a little bit more. But then again, every time I think Bone's going to pull back more, it just takes off. So there you go.
NFT Creation says, with Jasmine, is this really true, Max? The math lines up. 100. You put in $100. If it goes back to all-time high, you get 100K. Does that math seem right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
I mean, I put in
600, right?
Yeah, I put 600 and I don't know, like after the fees, I think it was like 650. So yeah.
Anthony, everyone sell. Binance will release the second batch of burns tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, it's just waiting for the rest of the batches. We're basing on everything and what we see right now. Like this thing is not completely done yet.
Uncle Ricky, good night, guys. Enjoyed the show.
Well, thank you. Hey, that's a cool looking avatar, Ricky.
Yeah, I just noticed that is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Jeff Pruden 350Z. Max sent you Jasmine news to your Twitter.
All right. Well, thank you.
Jasmine is a good coin, long term. Night, Ricky. All right. Crypto Mike, Luna day candle hit green again. Another takeoff is coming. Mentalek. That's it. Yeah, that's what the news I was going to mention afterwards. He's got it right here. Mentalek says the SEC settled with Kim Kardashian, but won't settle with Ripple. Kim has regulatory clarity. Well, not exactly, according to the article I read. Edward Vincent, bro. I used to play that game. I was Glacius.
Oh, yeah, I get great combos with Glacius. Saberwolf, a lot of them. I did a video on it a while back.
Brian Dowie, Mentalek, so funny, but true. Venom, Hemi, Saberwolf, Ultra
combo. Ready.
100%.
I always love how it was so climatic, right? Be like, Ultra combo. You did like 120 hit combo, like something just unbelievable, right? And then right after that was done, it just be casually ready. Anyway.
Crypto Mike, I think the timing is all planned out. Good news, bad news to draw a crowd until the timing is right. And they are loaded up when they want to be, and then kick up marketing and start the bull run. McGuire, the crypto McGuire, not to be confused with Mark McGuire. Welcome. He says, what's up? He has an up arrow. He has maybe a crypto punk as his avatar. Thank you so much for being here, McGuire. All right. Let's see. They're saying hello to McGuire. Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. I can see the ISO 20022 November event being the start of a bull market. Just hope that inflation trends in the right direction and slowing down interest rates. All right. Thank you. NFTs. All right. Crypto Mike, Max sent you arbitrage trading short to show people how arbitrage works and how Luna Classic and Wrapped Luna Classic follow each other's price. It's a Twitter DM.
All right. I think Larry's almost towards the bottom anyway.
Yeah, I'm bottom.
So
I'm at the bottom.
Oh, you're at the very bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. All right. We'll go ahead and do that. So I'm going to do yours first, Mike Cornwell, because you actually were before Mr. Pruden. And then Jeff Pruden will go with yours right after that. All right. So here we go. And here we go. You always say that, Max. I'm going to have Larry do an impersonation of you. You always say, here we go, and then here we go. And you always say these other things. Anyway. All right. So here's this video. And shout out to Mike Cornwell, who provided that. Let me just unmute it. Oh, you know what? I got to do stop share. That one has to be a tab. Yeah. It's got sound. My bad.
You want to know something? We got a copyright strike. Was it yesterday? It was for the one. Yeah, it was my fault. I played the crypto AI video and something in the music, I guess, was copyrighted. So I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. I just played a 30-second video that he made and it was apparently copywritten.
I don't know, man. It's so lame. It's like
stupid.
What's the original artist going to do? Oh, you know what? Larry of Crypto Talk now. He
used 30 seconds of the sound.
He owes me 3 cents. And you know what? If I don't get my 3 cents, I'm taking him to small cents court. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. All right. We're going to play this. Shout out to Crypto Mike. It's called like what he just mentioned. And here it goes. Let's play it. All right. Thank you to Mr. Crypto Mike for sharing that with us. I put in a like for that. I'm going to go to the next thing. And just in case it's another one with sound, I'm just going to do a share tab. Let's get this from Mr. Pruden. Mr. Wall. All right.
Yeah. The handsome one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God. Where am I at on this? I guess it's some of the stuff that he sent me a while back, and maybe I didn't post it or something. And he was like angry, but ready to rip his face off, ready to rip off that Sasquatch beard. Anyway, I'm kidding. He probably already shed that off. Anyway, I'm just giving you crap. All right. So, Jasmine News. Oh, okay. Here we go. I click on this. So, Mr. Pruden wants me to share with you guys what Jasmine is used for. I already know this personally about the whole thing of, I hate to say it, it's kind of like a way of them basically spying on you to a sense, like taking your data, right? Scraping it, whatever. In a way, it kind of reminds me of Google, right? Like literally, how many times, Larry, you probably seen this yourself, but like, you can mention something like, let's say you're talking to a girlfriend or something like, you know what? I haven't been on a cruise in a long time, and it'd be so nice to actually go. And then next thing you know, you start up Google Chrome, right? It's just freaking, Princess Cruise Lines and this cruise. You're like, I never typed that, but guess what? Once you click on that thing, it says you accepted the terms and activates the microphone, all that stuff, and they listen to everything. So anyway, yeah. So here's the thing. Jeff Pruden is pointing this out. It says, what is Jasmine used for? It's Jasmine coin from Japan. aka Tokyo. So it says Jasmy is relatively small Japanese blockchain company that seeks to become a leading partner or player, I should say, in the data industry, like I just literally mentioned with the whole data scraping. It is often referred to as Japan's Bitcoin, as Mike Cornwell basically has put it many times. Its goal is to help users manage the data that they provide to companies well. So there you go in regards to that. Some people are for it, some people are for against it, but there is your utility if you're wondering what Jasmy, what kind of utility does it have? Because technically speaking, Bitcoin has no utility. So technically speaking, it's a lot better, I should say, in regards to comparing it to Bitcoin as far as a utility perspective. Definitely not when it comes to market cap. But thanks again to the one, the only Jeff Pruden, killing it with the Crypto Talk Now network reporting. Same with Mr. Cornwell. Another thing I'm going to point out and get right to, if you're cool with this, Larry, well, you have to be cool with it. Like you said, it's the Max show. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into a little bit more Luna Classic news, unless we have something else that we need to share, Larry.
Whenever I can do the SEC and Kim Kardashian, we can do that story when you're done with all the Luna Classic stuff.
Okay. Let me do that real quick now. So I'm gonna share this right here.
The actual SEC story actually relates to us as content creators. That's why I wanted to mention it afterwards. It's actually an interesting read. It's something that we need to keep on the radar for ourselves as content creators.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, this made Bloomberg, and for a while, some content creators were debating if this was legit or not, or if it was a scam. You decide. But Lithosphere, no, not created by Mike Tyson. That is not a list, but it does basically state Lithosphere, Litho blockchain confirms upcoming burn of 2.5 trillion Terra Luna Classic. Oh man, I mean, just even without even reading the rest of this, I'm thinking to myself, God, please be true. Please be true. Because if it was true, then we wouldn't be putting so much focus on the likes of this whole thing with Binance. 2.5 trillion compared to 6 billion Luna Classic is just monumental. I mean, it really, really is. I don't really know if people understand the difference between when you go from those big leaps between, 100 billion and like 1 trillion, or, you go from a trillion to like a quadrillion, or heck, even a quintillion. Like I hold like 1.5. I thought I held 2 quintillion of Shiba Doge, but my point is, a quintillion of anything is crazy. Trillion is so much more than billion, and people just think, no, it's just the next level up. There's a huge difference when you actually see the numbers and the zeros. It's nuts. Anyway, they confirm the upcoming burn of 2.5 trillion Terra Luna Classic during the Finesse play to earn gameplay. This, of course, was posted late yesterday at 10 o'clock my time. Here it is. Seattle, Washington, Lithosphere Core developer Kaj Labs recently announced that it was planning to implement the Terra Luna Classic as one of the
probably should read this segment in Mike Tyson's voice.
I don't know if I could do that.
It'd be a lot to say, yeah.
I mean, it'd be like, Seattle, Washington, Lithosphere Core developer Kaj Labs recently announced that it was planning to implement Terra Luna Classic as one of the networks in its cross-chain finesse games. The next generation network has now made the decision to be official. It will burn 2.5 trillion in Luna Classic used in the network's new finesse game series. Kaj Labs will allocate 50 million to 100 million to facilitate the burn during the first season of Finesse. The foundations look forward to working with the Luna Classic community on the integration and the rollout of the Finesse games, said Joel Kasser,
The highly anticipated fourth chapter in the Finesse game series, Shadow Warriors, officially launches on December 18, 2022 with Lunar Classic network support and the burning mechanism. The Finesse games are free to play in the PvE mode. PvP requires a purchase of an NFT to fight, like me, Mike Tyson, who's ferocious and gonna eat your children. Online 1v1. Lunar Classic will be one of the first networks supported when the Finesse game will launch. Lithosphere, kind of like my Lisp, will launch an NFT Warriors collection for public sales on October 3rd, 2022 at 1 o'clock UTC. Private sale begins on the same day at 00 UTC, the Eno. Like Customato in your Cheerio, saying yo, like freaking Lunar Classic. Like Mike Tyson, the one, the only, the ferocious, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I'm gonna eat your children.
I remember that interview when he said that. I want to eat his children. I remember that. Hey, just so you know, in case Mike is listening, we love you, Mike. There's no bigger fan of Mike Tyson than myself, so we're just having a little fun here.
I'm a pretty big fan too.
We love Mike Tyson on the show, so.
Yeah, no, he matured a lot since compared to when he was young. I mean, he was really like.
Let me just tell you something. He's matured a lot more than I have. I can tell you that. I'm still like a little kid, but he's matured a lot more than I have.
And this voice you basically hear is like the young Mike Tyson. I'm trying to work on the old Mike Tyson, but I don't quite got the antithesis of the Webster's Dictionary with my my thesaurus. So you're gonna understand the launch will be conducted on Liquidity Dare, NFT, and NFTB. Cannot view this image? Well, tough crap. Get my sparring ring with my old sparring partner, Mr. Lennox Lewis. I'm gonna scientifically and metamorphically snipe him in the ring. I'm gonna back that butt up to the ropes, and I'm gonna ferociously eat his photo antithesis, because that's what I used to say back in the day. I used to pull freaking words out of the dictionary out of my freaking thesaurus, and people look at me like, Mike, you don't even know what those words mean. I look at them like, I don't give a damn. I'll freaking say whatever I want. I'm freaking Mike Tyson. I boned the hell out of Robin Givens back in the day. I'm ferocious, gonna eat your freaking children.
Oh,
all right, that's it.
I forgot about Robin Givens. You're right. I forgot. Whatever happened to her? I don't know.
But she was pretty hot back in the day. Anyway.
Yeah, she was, for sure.
All right. Well,
back in the day, I don't know what she's
all right.
doing now.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shift this to you, and you're gonna read.
You see how I corrupt the show? You see, it's still a crypto show. It's just that the voice is a little bit changed. Crypto Mike Max. That's only 36%, bro.
What? What's 36?
I might have been talking about Jasmine Pump. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Tim Shea, 1 trillion is 1,000 billion. Huge difference. Hey, welcome back to Boomer Effin Sooner is back in the building.
Oh, wow, man. I thought we lost you forever. I'm really glad to see you, man.
Glad to see you here. He says hello. Is it me you're looking for, Lionel Richie? Crypto Mike, 2.5 trillion is only 36% of 6.9 trillion. All right, he's talking about Lunar Classic. Tim Shea, only Mike. Coochie Boy, Jasmine has 50 trillion and went to 33 cents. Wow. That's nuts. All right.
Yeah, it is.
So hopefully it does that for you in the bull run, man.
Well, yeah,
I'm going to have to get some myself. Yeah.
Coochie Boy, Mike Cornwall, you guys doing, point out some really good things. And it's like, it's just that, recognizing the market cap, recognizing where it used to be and where it could possibly go again in the future. And like Mike Cornwall point out, I mean, hyper bullish. I mean,
yeah,
that's where I'm at with it. And knowing that, it's just we always talk about buying opportunities, great buying opportunity with Jasmine.
Crypto Mike, we would get a 36% pump if it pumped all at once. Laugh out loud. Crypto Mike, JS, Jasmine. We get those pumps all the time. Tim Shea, true, but it would definitely help long term. Oh, yes, for sure. Everything counts in large amounts. Crypto Mike. Edward Vincent, I love walking back into my office to hear Mike Tyson reading some crypto business.
He has some crazy interviews. I mean, he just has some nuts. just what's his name? Jim Gray. Always ask him the dumb questions. Well, Mike, how do you feel about this?
Let me tell you something how I feel. I'm gonna freaking take you out to the back grill, and I'm gonna freaking put you on the grill, and I'm gonna sizzle you, and then I'm gonna take my photosynthesis and bust out my thesaurus and eat your children.
And he's just looking at him like, why would you do that, Mike?
And he says it with a straight face.
Yeah.
Crypto Mike in a Depeche Mode voice. Red coin cards. Welcome back. I'm a fan of coins and actually baseball cards. So welcome back to Red Coin Cards. Although I haven't collected in years, I still have a collection. Tim Shea. Hey, Red Coin Cards. All right, here it goes.
Hey, Red Coin. Good to see you.
Selmo Fudd, Mike Tyson, and Ric Flair on that woo.
Man, I wish I could do Ric Flair.
I wish I could too. You know, I tried to play it the other day and I got hit with. I would start every freaking show with an intro by Ric Flair. In fact, I would try to contact him to see. That would be a great way for this show to get like an intro. If he actually just did an intro for the Max and Larry, will you guys get excited for the Max and Larry show? Woo and all that kind of stuff. If he did that, that'd be so cool.
See, with him, he was
copyright trick.
When I was a kid, he was technically like you know how there's wrestlers that were your heroes. Like Hulk Hogan was my hero when I was a kid. Like when I was a little kid, like he was my freaking hero. And then there was ones that heroes, and then there were ones that were like the villains, like Andre the Giant, and then you know, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, it's like Ric Flair was kind of like borderline villain / good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
he was popular with the ladies.
Crap, is that Pat?
Huh?
Wow.
What?
Oh God, never mind. I looked at that the wrong way. I was like, Patches is hung like a freaking horse. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a couple horses in the background. Oh, you're thinking, yeah.
Oh
well,
my goodness.
Yeah, but that would be long and a little bit too narrow.
All right. Yeah. My God.
Yeah. He's actually he still has the foreskin covering everything.
Oh
so.
no, you just said it. We can't see it. I'll get shut down.
Well, he hasn't been excited yet. I mean, he hasn't had anything as a motivating factor to pop out. So you really can't tell his
skin flute.
That you can't determine the size of his unit because he's actually it's retracted.
Skin flute.
What?
Skin flute.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Tim Shea, Larry, and Max, protect your ears.
Protect our ears from what?
I don't know.
What? Because we said skin flute on live air.
Red coin cards. No. No. It's the Luna Classic show. But any thoughts on Everscale? Trimming my watches. I'm not familiar with Everscale.
I am not familiar with Everscale. I have Evergrow, and I bought that originally because I looked at it as being a lotto ticket. And a lot of people still look at it as being a lotto ticket. It does pump every now and then. That doesn't answer your question for Everscale. Of course, I'm not going to BS you because I just don't know, and I wouldn't do that anyway. But thank you for
that. Edward Vincent, what the heck you mean? How I feel, man. That's funny. All right, woo. Second to the man. All right, boom. Patches is a grower, not a shower.
Yeah,
he is a grower. Yeah.
Whoa. Patches is like, leave me alone. I'm just trying to.
I can't tell you who it is because I don't want to embarrass who it was. But one time, Patches kind of got on top of her and he just pushed his she was kind of picking something up off the ground.
Oh, the rock lady.
And he just jumped on her and just pushed her down.
The rock lady.
It was bad. Yeah, usually it's just like a leg or something. Huh?
The rock lady.
No, I've never. Here's a little fun fact for you: the rock lady lives in New York, so she has never been to North Carolina.
Oh,
Patches.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Really? I thought she came to pay you a visit. Like I thought those recordings were in person.
No.
Really?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
What?
No, there was a long distance dedication.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought she was there at your house.
No.
To motivate you and stuff.
No, that was her house.
Oh.
I have enough motivation, believe me. Tim, I got enough problems, too.
Oh my
Tim
goodness.
Mike Tyson, he's a biter.
Yeah.
I have ever woo.
Oh no. Well, no, here comes the question by Brian Dowie. Look, look at the question.
Oh boy.
Oh,
that's gonna be a no comment right there. Well, it's definitely not the rock lady, so that kind of eliminates that.
Why do we have to talk about the Rock Lady so much?
It's so sad that we have to refer to her as the Rock Lady. People that are new to the show are like, what the heck are these guys talking about? Who the hell's the Rock
Here's the
Lady?
sad thing about it. We finally got Boomer effing Sooner to come. He's been absent all this time, probably because of the whole Rock Lady. Now, he's probably like, you guys permission to freaking Rock Lady again. Sayonara, I'm out of here. You know, talking about this Jasmine crap.
Let me just clarify this. I have never had a relationship. I've never even touched her. The Rock Lady has never been to my house. It's not like what you're thinking. So there you go. He's like, what? That's only I can categorically deny any type of relationship with the Rock Lady or even physical contact with her. Edward Vincent, let's go back to the footage. I mean, she's a very pretty lady.
I just can't believe people are still talking about her. I mean, you go further into the comments.
But why was everyone so scarred about a girl that holds up a gratitude rock? And just
oh my God. Just go back and watch some of that stuff, man. All right. It's kind of brutal, man.
It is?
Yeah. It's just something else.
All right. I am going to actually just play a little bit of it just so because to give it a
No. We just got the audience kind of back.
Like, you don't have to twist my arm.
No. We're good.
No.
We're good.
No. I'm having flashbacks. All right. What? Wait. But what? Hold on a minute. I'm taking it.
That's where we have offline crypto talk now.
What was the issue that some people, not you, but some people had with the Rock Lady? You know, what was the problem?
I think people just thought it was too off the wall.
Oh yeah, it was off the wall. Yeah. But she's a nice lady. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. It's just, you know.
It was just not related.
We always refer to as the Rock Lady. I'm sorry.
It's so sad. Yeah.
I mean, she could like have. What is? I don't even know. You don't have to say her regular name, but it's just for everybody here. She don't have that name. Oh hell no. Nope. No. Rock Lady, and that's just it. The freaking Rock Lady.
But the thing is there was only one.
See, even Max P. It was a little weird, you know.
Oh, geez,
I mean, I'm not making fun. It's just it was a little, like, I mean, you know, Boomer effing Sooner finally came back. What are we talking about? The freaking Rock Lady.
Well, people like Maria, right? She talks about crypto.
All right, we're getting too off kilter here.
Edward Vincent, can you roll that beautiful rock footage, please? Oh, he wants to see it.
Oh no.
Do we want to disappoint?
Okay. I don't want to hear about being shadow banned again then. Never.
All right, never mind. We won't do it. There it is a little bit. Can you see it? There she is.
Yeah.
Okay. I played enough.
I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. She's a nice lady. It's just it was a little, you know,
odd.
off the wall. Yeah.
Tim Shea, it's got the white dog crap or a rock or something. Coochie boy, yeah, show the rock, Mr. Larry. I got the rock right here. See, there it is.
Yeah.
NFT Creations, no comment is giving us the answer. Well, I don't want to embarrass the lady. All right, Boomer effing Sooner. Well, rock. Roll with the rock footage.
Now you want to roll with it, Boomer. Like, you've been gone since the whole thing dropped about the Rock Lady. And then now you're back. And we just don't want to lose you again, my friend. We're glad to have you back. Come on, everybody. How about, can we have some love for Boomer effing Sooner being back? How about that?
So it wasn't that it was what the topic was. If she came on and talked about crypto, which she doesn't know about crypto, but if she came on and talked about it, then they'd be fine with her. What's up, Boomer? All right. Yo, Coochie boy. All right. Brian Dowie, Larry's got that Rock Lady in the spank bank for sure. I haven't heard that. What does that mean, spank bank?
Oh,
like want to spank her? Is that what's going on?
No. Like, we probably shouldn't say this because
the students are not here tonight.
Well, you don't know that.
Well, anyway, I have never had the occasion, nor have even tried. If I tried, it would be a different story. But I can proudly say that I've never attempted to have any type of physical contact, meaning like touching, hugging, kissing, some sort of sexual relations with the Rock Lady. Let's just clear it up right now. Why are you looking at me like that? She doesn't even live around here. She lives in New York. She lives where I'm from, so she doesn't even live here. I haven't been.
Some people know that you're from. Oh, Okay.
Yeah, I've been in New York in 3 years. Edward Vincent, everyone was tripping, at Crypto Talk Now. It was a serious time. It was
a serious time.
but they don't like her. All right, Mr. Max P.
I don't think it's that they don't. I don't think it's that they don't like her. It was a little weird. It was just
it
like,
was weird.
Yeah. Anyway,
Edward Vincent, it was the first time that you were not talking about crypto, but rather your feelings. Then, after your feelings were dropped online, you went into Larry the man mode. Talked. It's all good, you know.
It is true. I mean, you kind of been like, like, you know what? I don't even want to talk about crypto right now. I don't want to talk about it because I'm going to go down to freaking gym and I'm going to pump freaking iron and I'm going to look super hot and I'm going to do way better than the Rock Lady. You want to know why I do better than Rock Lady? Because I pump freaking iron. I pump iron 24/7 and the freaking old man can come out of the cave like that.
I had a really great pump today and I had I took a protein. I make my own protein shakes and I had 80 grams of protein from that. And then I kind of cheated a little bit because I had bread because I had a Subway sub. And tonight I made some really cheap steak. And I'm eating like cheaper steak now until my crypto portfolio is better. All right. Edward Vincent. Woo. All right. Boomer effing Sooner. I want to see it again. He wants to see her again. Wait. We can't do it because everyone's
I'll be serious. I honestly thought we lost you, Boomer, or the whole thing. So maybe I'm totally wrong. I don't know.
Maybe he can drop in the comments the reason why he stopped watching our show, and that way we'll know for sure. Edward Vincent, that message resonated with me. She was talking about being grateful for everything that you have. Super wholesome. And I don't honestly know what the big deal was about it. I think it was because it didn't have to do with crypto.
It wasn't the message that... All right, there, man. I hear where you're coming from, Edward, and you know I love you, man. She had a great message. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just, come on, man. She's not referred to as her name. I mean, how would you like to have that label? Hi. Let's say her name was Anne. Okay.
Her name is Lisa.
Okay. Yeah, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Lisa, but you know me better as the Rock Lady.
I'll give you another clue. I'll give you one more clue. She's from upstate New York, where I'm from. I'm Italian. I'm not related to her, but she also is Italian. Just throwing it out there. But I mean, I've never had a relationship with her or anything like that. But she's a nice lady. All right. So, yeah. Mr. Max P is laughing. Edward Vincent. But I'm a badass mofo who is appreciative for positive energy people like that. If you think she's worthy of being on the stream, then what the heck? She was probably going to say something worth a flip. It's cool. I could, when I do my other channel someday and Max comes on, I'll put the Rock Lady on there and then it won't matter because it'll be anything and everything. So we can do that. Coochie
That's
Boy.
a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now watch, she becomes the breakout star.
Yeah.
Welcome to Anything and Everything starring Lisa, the Rock Lady.
I could my pickup line with her that I've never tried, but could be like, I can make you famous. Something like that. Coochie Boy. So it's safe to say, I can't say this because I have a girlfriend. So if she's watching, my girlfriend's not the jealous type. So it's safe to say you guys didn't bump rocks. No, we didn't bump rocks.
No, I don't cheat on my girlfriend.
Although she has a couple firm rocks, you can tell. Boomer effing Sooner. I did not have sexual relations with the Rock Lady. Yeah, I was doing my best impersonation of Bill Clinton.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was saying it that way.
I did not have sexual relations with that
woman.
Rock Lady.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny when you do that. That's one of the funniest things you do of an impersonation to me is when you hold up your little remote control.
I don't have nothing else. And it kind of like from distance might somewhat look like it. I don't know. Anyway.
Red coin cards. Which will 5X first? Bitcoin, XRP. Well, Bitcoin, no. XRP, Quant, Luna Classic, or Chili's?
XRP, because of what is it's so close to November. That to me is the number one of that list. I would say hold on. Luna Classic right now is at
I'm going to tell you my answer while you're checking that. I'm going to tell you.
I'm
going to say
be a 5x with that. Yeah.
Can you guess which one I'm going to say while you're checking it?
I don't know. Bitcoin?
Quant.
Oh, Quant.
I'm going to go with Quant. Mm-hmm.
So here's a 5x for Luna Classic. That would be 0.201559. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, Quant. Yeah, you're right. I would say XRP first, maybe even Quant first. I don't know, but it's kind of up there. Yeah, with
the
those
market
two.
Cap. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, with those two. So I would say anywhere between XRP and Quant. And then what about you? What do you think the third one? Luna Classic?
Ooh. I'll go with Chili's because of the soccer stuff. Football.
Oh, because of November. Yeah, that's true too, man. Everything November. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And I'm
Bitcoin's last on the list.
Are we on predictions? I'll still stick with my prediction that the real true bull run happens. Leave your ladies at home, guys, because they're going to distract you because you're going to want to be excited about your portfolio. You're going to be excited about all those big green candles, or she might be. You can show her your big green candle or your collection of. You can show her your big green candle for your portfolio, one big green candle. So February 14, 2023, at precisely when? 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is the start of the real bull run. Book it, clip it, do whatever you have to do. Read it, weep, hear it, see it, and be it. All right, there you go. Let's see. Protein. Yeah, the protein is good for the ladies, but first you have to have the protein to.
Well, you know what?
Wait.
You know what? The other day you put on your green screen shirt.
Yeah,
I did kind of see some of the outline, and you all look like you pumping some iron.
Well, one day I promised probably be on the other channel. I will go on the show shirtless. I was inspired by Andrew Tate to do that, so someday I'll do that. Not saying that I'm the top G, but I'll, kind of fall in line with the line of thinking. But I'm not there. You have to tighten up my chest.
You gonna have Scott Herman on there or something, or you gonna have Scott Herman on?
Oh my God, that would be interesting. Yeah, have Scott Herman on. That'd be funny. All right, rockabye baby. All right. Okay. Day trading. Hi, I'm an AI. What's up, Crypto Buds? I see he's trying to be more human. He's trying to be with emotion and feeling. Crypto Talk Now VR entertainment only. CTN VR is willing to host that show on our channel. Hashtag The Rock.
There you go.
Free the Rock Lady. Let her just hang out. Free her rocks.
All right, hold on. We got a
puppies free.
Super chat alert. You want me to highlight it?
Yeah, hold on. I just did my little star thing. All right.
All right.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Cool it's not the Rock Lady. Oh, and that's what she said. Not the Rock Lady. Laugh out loud. She doesn't like hilarious. The Rock Lady.
No, she probably does.
All right. Well,
but thank you for the $2 super chat, Mrs. Not the Rock Lady lol, aka Mrs. Michael Cornwell, aka April Cornwell. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I think this might be the first one of the day, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much. What's interesting? I'm looking at your hair. It looks similar. My girlfriend came over tonight, and I said that there's something about you that looks, you look really great. I mean, she always looks great, but there's something about you that's different. And so she's normally a redhead, but today, it was a little dark in the bedroom, but at the one point, so it was her hair because she was wearing something that was a wine color attire.
A negligee?
This is a crypto family friendly show. She was wearing something that was wine colored. And so her hair looked a deeper tint. So she said that she was trying to dye her hair with violet highlights, like purplish, where she's normally red. So she dyed her hair, and she's like, I'm disappointed it's black, but it looked really good. She had dyed her hair black a long time ago. And I was like, I'm looking at Mrs. Michael April Cornwell, and the hair, I think, I'm a little bit colorblind. Does she have kind of a little bit of violet highlights in her hair from that pic there? It's a small picture.
No, let me blow that up a little more.
So I think that's what the look my girlfriend was actually going for. Maybe I should show her a picture of April Cornwell.
Maybe she's going for like kind of the Halloween type look or something.
Well, no, what not obnoxiously
Halloween
purple,
month.
Not like that, but like black with streaks of violet in it was what she was going for. But it didn't turn out right because her hair was red before that.
Hey, speaking of hair, It's a true story.
Yeah.
So today in one of my classes, Marvin, who happens to be one of the guys that watches the show once in a while, he just out of nowhere says, do you feel like you don't have to buy shampoo? And I was like, what? He's like, because there's no need for you to buy shampoo. And I'm like, huh? He's like, because you don't have no hair. I'm like,
that's mean.
Thank you for that.
Oh, there's another super chat. No, she has. It's not black, Mike. Look at your wife closely. She has a little bit of violet highlights. You got to know this stuff. Or am I just colorblind? I'm seeing a little bit of a different shade of something there. I don't know. I see highlights that are different. But anyway, she says, not the Rock Lady, laugh out loud. I like the Rock Lady. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. She changed her username to not the Rock Lady. That's funny. I never even noticed that. I thought that's what the super chat said. Okay, she says, I like the Rock Lady. We just didn't know her. All right. So that's what happened. All right. So we're going to go back. All right. Mike needs to pay attention to his wife's hair. All right. Boomer F.
I'm sure he does.
He never really left. He had to catch the replays. All right. He's laughing. Crypto Talk now. Brian Dowie. I called BS, Edward. All right. Day trading. No, bro. You are not Lisa. Don't be Lisa. Okay. Tim Shea, King of the Hill. Day trading. No one. Red coin cards. Why does Luna Classic seem to pump nearly exclusively during market pullbacks? That's a very interesting point. That's what we were saying earlier. I was saying
it does seem to be that way.
The path of Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's just it's one of those weird ones when it comes to that. Some people say, well, it's because it's the only true layer one. Well, okay, but it still doesn't make no sense when it comes to that, in my opinion.
I like this next comment coming up right here. NFT creation Legrand Commission, right? Write gratitude on the back of the remote. You should do that. You should get some kind of a Sharpie, like a silver Sharpie or something that will show up on the black, and you should write gratitude.
I should just go buy a gratitude rock then, if that's the case,
Well, it'd be funny if you used a remote, though. And if you guys don't believe me, I have my gratitude remote.
There you go.
It would be so funny. Edward Vincent, Larry, close your fist with your thumb pointed upwards to the top of your fist, then start talking like a politician. Oh, he's talking about like this. Yeah, like Bill Clinton. I did not have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky, like that. He was famous for talking like this with his. You remember that with his thumb? And I used to do my videos like this, like I was throwing darts. If you guys, one time when I was doing a lot of recorded videos, I'd talk like this to just, because it's movement, Mr. Beast, all that stuff. And someone said it looked like I was throwing darts at the screen or at the camera.
Right.
King of the Hill. Selma Fudd. She is the queen of rock. There is higher. Larry likes to light her rock on fire.
Wow.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, this is so funny because you guys don't really know the dynamic, but I'll tell you what, the rock lady is not in the rotation. I can tell you that. She's not in the mixture of ladies that I've frequent, or what's the word? We haven't participated in any type of extracurricular activity.
Jeez,
we haven't gotten together.
It's not like it's a brothel or something.
Okay. Oh my God, she did another super chat. Not the rock lady, laugh out loud. All right. No, that was the same one. All right. Edward Vincent.
Well, thank you again, though.
Boomer F and Sooner. If you got a big green candle, you might want to have a doctor take a look at it. I'll tell you what, if it's overworked, it would turn green. But look, red is a negative color. Let's just be honest. We don't want to see the big red candle. I mean, she might want to, but you got to tell her, because it's got to relate back to crypto. It's got to be a big green candle. So that's why I do that. All right. Max eyes. All right. Jeff Pruden 350Z. Who is that? Thanks for the $1.99 rock lady. Oh, here's somebody new. Roberto Ramos. Vámonos muchachos. What's up, guys? Check out Mojo token on the ETH side is up over 220% on the week. Thank you so much for that, Roberto.
All right. Well, thank you. And welcome.
Welcome. Max is going to show you how much he approves of you being here and grateful. Max, will you just please hold up your gratitude remote control to prove that you're grateful that he's here?
All right. We're grateful that you're here. I just want to go ahead and thank you. We really appreciate you guys. Can we get, we're at 18. Can we get up to 40? We basically just, want to state that we're grateful for you here on a serious note. And you really did change your avatar to something that speaks more about who you are, what you're about. In this case, it might be Banana Task Force Ape NFT. And just want to go ahead and thank you.
And I just want to go ahead and point out that at some point we're going to talk about the story about Kim Kardashian, how she really bent over and just took it and kind of like potentially screwed us all. So we're going to talk about that.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Whenever you want, man. Sorry about that.
No. I'm just trying to tease the audience. Man, I know you two are AI too. All right. Jeff Pruden. Oh, is that Mike's wife? Oops, my bad.
Wow.
Oh no. Hell.
Well, some people want to be appreciated. So
the funniest thing I remember about the handsome one, not the great one, the handsome one, he's probably great too. Is that when Carly was in the chat, he kept like almost raising hand. Hey, Carly, notice it. Hey, Carly, I'm saying hello to you. Hey, Carly. He changed his username to Carly won't say hello to me or something like that. It was pretty funny. I think the next couple days she started saying hello to him. Jeff Pruden, laugh out loud. All right. Tim Shea. Hey, Roberto. Her hair is black, says Mike. All right. Well, I can't tell from the picture. I might be colorblind. Not the rock lady, laugh out loud. It's just black. That blue, the purple is just a frame. Okay. Well, perhaps I am going to tell my girlfriend to, because I think it would look really nice on my girlfriend if she, I don't know why I use quotes, but if she put the violet highlights in there. She was looking for a violet overall color, but I think it needs to be highlights. All right. The laughing. I think Mike would know. It's black. Purple is a pic frame on, Snapchat. Okay. That's what it is. Crypto Mike. I had to look to double check, but now, well, it gives you another opportunity to give it an excuse to look at your wife. All right, so there you go. Because Larry said it was okay. April, just let Mike look at you and touch your hair and just verify that it's the color that we're thinking. Edward Vincent, Larry, you did a lot of pointing in that one video about bubbles, I think. Oh, you mean the one where I was throwing the darts? Okay. Not the rock lady. I love watching Max's face when Larry is explaining things about women. Yeah, I do it on purpose just to get the to get the reaction out of Max is why I say these crazy things. Because nobody else, well, you guys are watching. All right. You guys are paying attention. Crypto Mike, we appreciate you all. All right. Red Coin Cards. We're all having some fun tonight. Top picks for software wallets. And also thoughts on exchanges for low cap coins. I forgot the one. Is it Arculus or something? There's one, Max, where it's like a little
Arculus. Like yes, I want us to take a deep dive into that. I've been meaning to introduce that to you guys.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I've been seeing it quite often.
On ads, right? On ads.
Yes, on ads. Maybe you guys seen it as well. Mm-hmm. And we need to do something a little out of the ordinary compared to just typical crypto. I mean, we do talk about crypto. It's crypto talk now, but that is part of crypto. We might as well talk about sometime. So it is something I'm adding to my research to look a little bit more into. One of the key things that seems appealing is the ease of access. I mean, technically it's supposed to be crypto. It should be ease of access. And one of the biggest negative things about, putting something on a cold, like a hardware wallet and whatnot, it's just not convenient. And if anything, it's a major pain in the butt. And they, technically speaking, could still be hacked. So if we can find as a collective group something that everyone's like, you know what, this thing is awesome, I could vouch for it, et cetera, we're going to do that. But still, my thing is, I don't want to just throw something at you guys and be like, oh yeah, this is cool. And I just, there might be some drawbacks or something. So it's definitely one that's been on my back burner, if you will.
Yeah, I found out about it through ad too from watching one of your videos or my videos. It popped up.
Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, the concept behind it is like, it's 3 form factors, not 2 form factors, 3 form factor authentication. It just seems like everything you would dream about like kind of like, like a crypto debit card, if you will, or, but with 3 form. Yeah.
Crypto Mike says, please invite a friend today. Share this live with one friend that likes crypto, or perhaps somebody that likes discussing the hair color of women and what they might want to dye their hair to. Something that wants to be entertained. NFTs creation or anything else, Mike? All right, you ready for my new segment, Max?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Okay, so here he is. Gary the Gopher is scary. Look, he looks pretty creepy right here. And, this doesn't look like Kim Kardashian at all. This is an article from Cointelegraph. This is important for us content creators. So listen up. If you make crypto content, you're going to want to pay attention to what I can't even say it. The crap that the SEC. When did the SEC become the most powerful governmental regulatory body in the world? I mean, seriously. I mean, if anybody's going to say something, it should be the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, not the SEC. How are they getting away with this crap? And Kim Kardashian or her attorneys or whatever, they did the wrong thing here. Okay. The SEC is bullying Kim Kardashian, and it could chill the influencer economy. All right. The feds. There's no reason why the SEC should not be talking about this type of stuff. They have no, in my opinion, they don't have the legal authority to even comment or they fined her $1.26 million for promoting Ethereum Max. I think a few major celebrities did. I think they gave her like $250,000 for it. Yeah, here it is. The Securities and Exchange Commission announced on October 3rd, that's today, that Kim Kardashian settled an allegation that she promoted a crypto asset security offered. I hope that they didn't settle it that way with putting that language in there, because it's not a asset. It's not a security is what I'm saying. Sorry, it's not a security offered and sold by Ethereum Max without disclosing the payment of $250,000 she received for that promotion. Now, that's the only thing I agree with, Max, is that when you're getting paid to promote something, you need to disclose, hey, I'm getting paid. Now, you don't have to say, look, hey, I'm getting paid $250,000, but you need to tell your audience that, look, this is a paid promotion. That's why YouTube has the little click thing. And whatever platform she was on, TikTok, whatever it was where she's promoting, she needs to say, somehow indicate that it's a paid promotion. So I do agree with that. But the SEC is not what I want to enforce this. This is out of their jurisdiction, maybe. I don't know what the term is for it. All right, so let me go on a little bit more, and then I'll get Max to weigh in on this thing. All right, increasing of face as a result of activist SEC that has failed to establish regulatory clarity. Yes, they haven't they can't even do it with XRP. There's no clarity on anything. Pushing influencers to leave the U.S. Addressing the agency's action against Kardashian, Jacob Robinson, a legal scholar and host of Law and Code podcast, noted the net positive is that this probably leads to less shilling by celebrities who have zero knowledge of the underlying project and just receiving a big payday. Well, if they just disclose, I don't see anything wrong with it, because it's a form of marketing. That's to the proliferation of social media platforms. Content creators and influencers have emerged and are working with brands to promote products and services. Sadly, the creator economy, which is what we're part of, Max, the creator economy, has also had downsides. In particular, influencers have often sold products and services that may not serve everyone's interest. Of course, it doesn't serve everyone's interest, but everyone has free will. You don't have to buy anything. Accepting payment from companies in exchange for their support. All right, let's just skip down a little bit. Now, we're gonna bring this into BitBoy Crypto in a second. I have actually seen his rate sheet, so to speak, and we're gonna get into that. And he has a right to charge anything that people are willing to pay. I'm 100% in agreement with Ben here. Defining securities and liability, the SEC has adhered to an old Supreme Court ruling. This is about the Howey test. You guys know it. All right, so here's the Howey test defined. 1, an investment of money. 2, in a common enterprise. 3, with the expectation of profit. 4, derived from the efforts of others. That's why you hear, his name escapes me. Richard Hart. Richard Hart says, there's no work derived from others. He says that a lot because he doesn't want it to fail the Howey test. We're talking about Hex. The test, however, was introduced in an entirely different economy than the one we have today. That's true. This was like back in the 40s. 1946 was the Howey test. To be sure, many projects that involve the release of fungible tokens easily fall into the category of a security, regardless of how liberal one wants to be with the definition. But other projects, especially non-fungible token projects, are in much grayer area. Many NFT projects do not convey any expectation of profit to their potential holders, but rather emphasize perks and exclusive access to events, classes. I don't understand why we need regulation in NFTs or crypto or anything. I just don't believe in it. It's supposed to be decentralized. And here is what BitBoy Crypto charges, in case you're wondering. I have seen this before in another piece a few months back. Just to do a review, okay? Now, he deserves this because he built up his audience. He got well over 1 million people following him, subscribed and everything. Dedicated review charges $35,000. There's hope for us, Max. Live stream mentioned $20,000. YouTube interview $40,000. Telegram AMA in Bit Squad hosted by the Cat $10,000. To write a website article on his website $2,500. 1.3 million YouTube subscribers, 590,000 Twitter followers, 77,000 members on Telegram. All right, what happened to Kardashian could happen to others. Okay, if the regulatory concern is that influencers are abusing their authority by promoting products and services without disclosing receipt of compensation, then Web3 lends itself perfectly through greater transparency and accountability on the blockchain. In particular, influencers could have their digital wallets open for viewing so that their remuneration is open and their purchases visible. There is still a need for privacy-preserving blockchains since everything in everyone's lives should not be on full display. But with the blockchain, there is much more potential for transparency and accountability where it matters. All right, so let's see. Final comments here in this article. Last paragraph. What happened to Kardashian could have happened to several influencers. While regulatory actions without penalties admittedly do not have much bite, and often such penalties are needed to signal that an agency is serious, an alternative strategy would have been to reach out to Kardashian and galvanize support among a body of influencers to establish stronger, more transparent norms around the promotions of products and services, particularly crypto projects that could be classified as securities. Could be, but they're not. Such an approach is more collaborative and would contribute to establishing shared norms and best practices among crypto enthusiasts. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to stop letting Big Brother butt in and do the stupid crap? Seriously, what gives the SEC the authority to fine, not that I even like her, Kim Kardashian $1.26 million, and then she does the stupid thing and lets them and settles with them? She should have fought to the death because this sets a bad precedence. This would be similar to XRP losing to the SEC or settling. They can't do that. It would be a loss for crypto. Now, this settlement right here sets the precedence. If any type of, if the SEC wants to start fining and going after content creators, this is bad news. All that she did, in my opinion, was not disclose that she got paid. Okay, fine. That's not the right thing to do. It's not ethical. It's not good business, okay? But why is the SEC the one fining it? Is she promoting a security? Is Ethereum Max a security? No. Did they declare this to be a security? No. Was there a court ruling that it was a security? No. How do they have the authority to do this? This is another example. My blood pressure is going through the roof. The SEC is once again usurping its authority. There is no way in hell that they can sit here and say that she promoted a security. The SEC is there to regulate securities in the U.S. Ethereum Max, whatever the hell that crypto was, has not been declared a security. How the hell does the attorneys, because they don't care because she has billions of dollars, right? Why do they settle for some stupid thing like this? Make it go away? But they don't care about the little guys like you and me, because one day the stupid SEC could come knocking on our door and say, you know what, you guys promoted something and you're not allowed to do that because it was security. So, this is just ridiculous. All right, I'm going to stop.
Sorry, man.
We were just talking about the boss lady or something else.
No, it's not that. It's from earlier. I got that dust in my eye all of a sudden again.
All right, hold on. I want to take off this Twitter thing because they can't see my BSV hat. All right, so I want to go back to the comments. All right, NFT creations. So far, almost 2 hours of live stream, 25 minutes of crypto, and 1.5 hours of rocks and anything else, CTN stuff. No, we did a lot of crypto. Max did about 1.5 hours of Luna Classic, didn't he?
I guess he's looking at the actual time on it, I guess. But that's okay.
Oh.
He's got the Cartman emoji. It's okay.
Yeah. All right. Crypto Mike, this is the only live I watch, really. All right, cool. Thank you for that. Jeff Pruden, 350Z. Yeah, this is all I live for. Okay. And also, he wants to get Carly's number, apparently. Red Coin Cards. Patches, get out of here. 250K is barely pocket change for Kim. That's exactly correct. I've been promoting for free. Give me the chance to get an SEC charge. Jeff Pruden, 350Z. That and finding my own crypto lady of my dreams. Oh, that's funny. All right. Jeff Pruden, 350Z. I just want to meet a lady that when I say hi, she asks me, do I own any crypto?
Yeah.
Okay. He really loves crypto. All right. So, Max, thoughts on what are your thoughts on the Kardashian settlement with the SEC?
Well, personally, I just look at it as being, I'll put it this way, you guys. It's a perfect case of Big Brother. What am I referring to? Have you ever read the book 1984 by any chance?
No, but I'm familiar with what it's about. Yeah, I didn't actually read it, but no. But yeah, I know what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, it's a novel by, George Orwell. It's a perfect example. I highly recommend everybody reading that because a lot of things are going on, even in this modern day, just with anything and everything, as we'd always say, that refer right back to that book. And it's just them basically trying to be the oversight of everything. I mean, I think it's ridiculous. But my key takeaway from that is just that it's just too much of Big Brother trying to, mingle in things they shouldn't even deem as a security when this obviously isn't. Whether you're a fan of Kim Kardashian or not, excuse me, I just think they're overstepping big time. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's that's exactly the way I feel about it. It's like, first of all, there's no regulatory clarity on what a security is. They have not deemed not one crypto as a security, not one, not even XRP. It's still under litigation. So for them to actually accept this bullcrap fine, they settled. I mean, there was a $1.26 million fine. They obviously settled for less. Is a slap in the face. It's just, it's so irresponsible. I blame the legal team of Kim Kardashian for not standing up to this crap. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they were in on this in order to say, oh, you see, we did it to Kim Kardashian, so we can do it to everybody else. It's just
knowing that, I think if anything, they specific, I should have answered this earlier. They specifically targeted her, knowing that she's all about it for her own personal interest. She's not looking at the bigger picture for how does this affect crypto in general? How is this going to be how is crypto going to take a big hit in that regard? So the SEC just looks at it like this is a big win for us either way. Any way we want to look at it, this is a win for us because she is just for her own, private self-interest. So we get her to settle. It's a win for us. And it's it's going to look negative upon crypto. Just think about it, man. That was a well-targeted play from, Gensler and the SEC. I mean, how else can you really look at it?
It's going to get a lot of publicity. I just look at it as it makes absolutely zero sense because Ethereum Max is not considered a security. Now, if a judge were to rule that Ethereum Max is a security, then it would fall under the jurisdiction of the regulatory body of the SEC. Then I would understand it. There is no regulatory clarity in anything that the SEC has been trying to do with crypto. And this right here is so irresponsible. Like I said, this to me seems like a setup. Like, they're like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We've got a big influencer here that everybody knows. I think she's a billionaire, correct?
Yeah,
Kim Kardashian, she's a billionaire, right? And
she's also a lawyer. I mean, she went
really?
to school. Yeah, that was one of the recent things. She wanted to kind of like follow her father's footsteps finally and become a lawyer. She basically did that. So it's like, well, there's also that perspective. If that's the case, why didn't you? I don't know. A lot of times, if you're a person that's a lawyer, you're not going to necessarily represent yourself. But I mean, if she really cared, she would have realized, what, this is going to be a big hit for crypto. But I mean, is it really a big hit for crypto? I mean, you talk to the average person here and so on. I mean, yeah, I guess, you can say, I mean, she's good looking and all that stuff, but, at the end of the day, most people look at Kim Kardashian as just being a bimbo and like an annoying person. Or
well, it's
she's not the most beloved person.
I definitely don't like her, and actually she's not even my type. But what I'm telling you is she ugly? No, but I just don't like her. But the thing about it is that this is a big name to take down, Kim Kardashian. So, when a year from now, the SEC could say to people that are on YouTube, like you and me, they could say, you know what? We're not sure if crypto is a security or not. So you're going to need a license to talk about it or not talk about it at all. Or guess what? You can't even talk about it. It's so far reaching. Let me get into some of the comments here. And then I think we might have to wrap it up. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Jeff Pruden 350Z. I want to meet a lady. All right. That's all right. Edward Vincent. Today has been a good energy show. Good job to all who have participated. Thank you. This one's a funny one. He said, Jeff Pruden says, I'll take Carly's number. Let me just tell you, be careful what you ask for. You don't need, it would be very difficult to handle her. Let me just put it that way. I would stay away from it. I think that she would be trouble for you, but that's just me. All right. Yes. NT Creations. All right. And April actually has Carly's number. What?
You live on the opposite sides of the United States. I mean,
yeah.
Anyway.
April Dawn Cornwell. Oh, she put her middle name in there now. It's no longer not the Rock Lady. All right. Here is Carly's number, Jeff. Pay attention. You might want to get a pen and paper or a crayon or something. 405-599-1234. If you have some lipstick hanging around, maybe you had a lady friend come over, you could take that and write that number on your mirror. That way you see it every day, and you can call that number tomorrow. Edward Vincent.
Phone number written on the crapper. So, some random gas station.
Edward Vincent. Everything is everything. And I am very grateful for this. Okay. He really wants me to play the Rock Lady video. Can we just play it in the very end? Red coin cards. You know what? I'll play the freaking Rock Lady video and I'll get a copyright strike. That's what will be weird about it. Red coin cards. They saw the layup and took it. Can't blame the player. Well,
true.
Yeah. I just don't like the SEC. I'm sorry. What the heck? Okay. All right. So, Max, you have what do you want to do? You want to keep going? You want to
I'm just going to share one last thing and then we'll wrap things up. So, I meant to show this the other day, but I just thought I'd say it for now. It's a news update, and here it is. So, this is straight from Investor Place. It's just a quick little segment we're going to do before we wrap things up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I seem like I want to sneeze. I literally was in a dust storm, literally having it go up my nose and my ears, everything. I'm going to take a really good shower afterwards. But, all right, here it is. So, as you can see right here, we talked briefly about Chili's. You guys asked me a question about, I forgot who it was. Somebody asked me about Chili's. But Chili's, here's the latest. Partners with boxing promoter Matchroom as its first Malaysian club and announces its first tech company to join Chili's 2.0. Chili's is, of course, diving into the world of boxing for the first time with its promotion of an October 8th fight between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn. This is big for Chili's because, as you guys know, for the while now, it seems like everything was just focused on, international football, aka soccer.
Yep.
There's a reason why we refer to Chili's as being the ESPN crypto. It's basically not just that, but things like you also see right here. This is a big catalyst for Chili's. It says holders of fan tokens will have the possibility of asking questions at the pre-fight conference. How cool is that? Winning ringside tickets. That's even super cool. And gaining backstage access. The addition of the football club JDT is bringing Chili's to fans in Malaysia for the first time via the JDT fan token. Finally, LiveLike has been announced as the first tech company to join Chili's Chain 2.0, thanks to help from Chili's Labs. LiveLike creatures real-time fan engagement solutions, which makes it a natural fit, of course, for Chili's. Again, the ESPN of crypto is basically Chili's. Any way you want to dice it. Now, we have a video that was recently released. I highly recommend you take a look into it. It's about the whole thing with Luna Classic and Coinbase / Robinhood. Yes, Robinhood, whether you're a fan of them or not. States Robinhood is launching a Web3 wallet using wallet beta, I should say, using Polygon. The wallet beta is already live for 10,000 plus customers on Apple's iOS. These users can now participate in gas-free DeFi and use decentralized apps in a far more simpler manner than many other existing crypto wallet solutions. Really cool. A little bit more. Sometimes we talk about Near protocol. So it's gaining USD support, and phase 1 of sharding is live. No, it's not the thing you're thinking about in regards to eating too much Taco Bell. It's talking about USDC on Near should bolster the ecosystem's DeFi and enable better cross-chain capabilities, especially as USDC continues to expand to new chains. Near's sharding update brings the network one step closer to fully functional, infinitely scalable sharding on Near.
Let me
Not
just
Taco Bell.
Can we stop right there for 1 second? Let me just interject one thing. Is there any crypto show that goes from like a Mike Tyson impersonation where like 5 minutes of reading in Mike Tyson's voice, then we talk about charting and Taco Bell, and we're talking about rock ladies. Is there any other show that's a crypto related show that's like this? I mean, this just goes off the rails and then comes back to crypto and then goes off the rails.
I'm sure there's some. I've seen some other ones that are pretty crazy, but anyway.
Okay.
Couple more things I want to add. I'm a big fan of the hit TV movie. It's kind of got like a cult following in a way. Napoleon Dynamite, right? I even like the short animated canceled show that they had, but especially the original movie. I always felt as though they should have had a live action TV series. But anyway, stars of the hit Napoleon Dynamite are launching an animated TV series. Awesome, because I love the original. Thanks to NFTs, it's releasing on Theta. The actors that portrayed Napoleon, Deb, Pedro, and Uncle Rico are working on a new animated show called Psycho KO or Sicko KO that's inspired by Saturday morning cartoons. Access to the show will be enabled by NFTs. There will also be a wash to earn incentives for users. I think that's really cool. I hope this time it works out for them. Again, I always thought that they should have got the green light for actually having a live action TV show during that period of time that was out. Of course, those actors are a lot older now. But anyway, the last one, Tezos XTZ. We talk about them as well. Kath and Mandu upgrade is now live. The upgrade includes optimistic rollouts for smart contracts, better network randomness, which improves security, improved transaction throughput, and a few other features. So that's the latest in regards to some of what they refer to as portfolio notes with investor place. I didn't read, of course, the one about Adam. I didn't feel like that was significant enough news for you guys. But again, be on the lookout for Chili's. I think big moves are going to happen. And again, November is right around the corner. I probably just need to get it like a decent sized bag of this myself. I'm kind of, just looking at the current price of it. Speaking of which, that is sitting at, I believe it's a little over 21 cents. Yeah, it's a little under 22 cents. So, a lot of you guys who got it to Chili's when it was like, 13 cents or what was it? Maybe as low as 12. I'll double check that real quick. Oh man, even this thing went all the way below 10 cents at one point, June 15th. So, I mean, that was over a 2x. And I think there's still even better things on the way for Chili's. I'm just double checking this. We saw as high as
baby back ribs.
Yeah. So this was as high as 64 cents about a year ago. And then all-time highs. It's just about that, about 64 cents. So I just think there's just too much in store for Chili's, and the best is yet to come. It's ranked 40th overall on the overall crypto market cap. I would say for the most part, we're going to wrap up the show here shortly. We'll take a brief moment to look at the KuCoin chart on basically Luna Classic. Nothing really different compared to what we saw earlier. And I still am going to stick to my guns about the whole thing of I don't have it on the share, but anyway, I'm still sticking to my guns about the whole idea of the delay when it comes to all this. I'm thinking 2 to 4 days. It could very well happen tomorrow. But again, it's just there's too many times this has happened, with too much hype. And also, there's one thing to have hype, and then we don't see it reflected in the charts. And there's one thing, of course, to have these charts basically repeat in history and also all the hype. I just think that's something that we shouldn't just dismiss. So there you have it.
Cool. All right. So you got wrapped up with everything, because I do have one more thing I can share.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if you're going to want me to share it.
Oh, the Rock Lady? Go ahead.
Huh?
The Rock Lady?
Yeah, if you want me to.
Oh, geez. Okay.
He's like, oh, geez. One more time for old time's sake. I mean, anybody that's watching doesn't, we're pretty much ended the show, so it doesn't matter, right?
There you go. It doesn't matter.
All right, here we go. Oh, wait. There we go. And why is it not moving?
Guess who? It's me. Okay. I watch y'all. I see what you're doing. And I just want to let you know that if you have time to post about your problems and you're on here posting about it, chances are you're not taking action toward fixing it. So you're simply affirming that you have a problem and you're breathing life into it. So I'm going to give you a little lesson on gratitude today. I'm going to change your fucking life today if you let me. It's a very simple thing to do. Gratitude will change absolutely every fucking thing in your life. And this is a simple little exercise, and I know some of y'all think I'm crazy, and I know some of you believe me. Either way, I don't care. And I feel like some of y'all need to start from scratch.
He stole that from me. I don't care. I say that.
Change your life. So get your ass outside and find yourself a rock. I don't care, any type of rock, and it doesn't even have to be a rock. It can be something someone gave you. It can be any type of thing. You got your rock. If you need a rock and you're not sure, PM me. I will send you a rock. You're going to put this rock in your pocket or wherever you can touch it several times a day. And I mean several times a day, you're going to touch this rock. You got it in your pocket, right? Every time you reach in there for your money, you're going to touch it. And every single time without fail that you touch this rock, you're going to say what you're grateful for. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for my cat. I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful that I have $50 in my pocket. I don't care what it is. But the thing about this is that you can't possibly think about your problems while you're being grateful. I'm not overly religious. Religion scares people. But there's a scripture, and I'm not overly religious, so don't quote me, but it's something like those who are grateful will get more, and those who are not grateful will have their shit taken away, basically. My apologies. But it goes something like that. The more grateful that you are, the better vibration you send to the universe. It's like with your parents, when you acted like a spoiled little fucking brat and you were up there, prancing around and throwing a fit, I'm not getting what I want. That's what you're doing. Your parents were like, you're not getting shit. Am I wrong? So get yourself a little rock. Put it in your pocket, in your cart, in your wallet, wherever you're gonna see it and feel it the most. And when you touch that rock, your ass better say what you're grateful for. And I guarantee this will change your life, even if it's just a little bit. And if it doesn't, you can message me. You can tell me I'm fucking crazy. I'm a liar. I don't care what you say. But this little tiny exercise is so simple. We often forget the good things that we already have while we're too busy just focusing on that thing that we don't. Well, if you don't pay attention to that and you're so busy focused on all the great things you have, your friends, your kids, your mom, your dad, your whatever it is that you have, that you're focused on, all that other stuff that you don't isn't gonna matter because you won't care. You're focused on what you have. And before you go to bed at night, say what you're grateful for. Make it a habit. You brush your teeth every day. Think in your head, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful I have hot water. I'm grateful that I ate. I'm grateful that I woke up. Because if you are awake today, you haven't failed. Unless you're dead, you haven't failed yet. You still have time to do it. I love you. Happy Thursday. I'll see ya.
Oh my God. I'll tell you a fun fact, Max, and I want to hear from the people in the chat if they would prefer to hear from Carly or the Rock Lady, which is Lisa. I'll tell you something. The reason why we can't have Carly go on video is because if you think that Lisa swears a lot, you have never heard Carly speak because it's really bad. It's like a sailor. So, but I would prefer if everyone says who they would like to see more of. Would you like to see more of Lisa, the Rock Lady? You could just say the Rock Lady, or would you rather see more of Carly? I'm just curious. But that it is what it is. But yeah. So your thoughts on the Rock Lady's dissertation?
Jeez, dissertation? Really? Oh, 1,000-page.
Well, here, banter.
It's a good message. It just I don't know.
Doesn't match what we're doing.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's funny though.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So I'll go ahead and read the I'll read the comments. I guess I should share the screen and show Carly real quick because we haven't done that in a long time, just to be fair. If you guys are wondering, since the show is pretty much off the rail now. Let's see, Carly. Here's Carly Crypto. The market says, well, she's got 72 followers now. All right, so there's, oh, wait, I'm not sharing it properly. Stop, share screen, share screen. Okay, so here's Carly. That's Carly, one of the pictures of her, Carly Crypto. So you prefer Carly over the Rock Lady? Just curious. Is this a social experiment, I guess? But yeah, all right, so that's that. Now let's go ahead and read the comments. And let's see. This is like that number 8675309. Remember that song?
Yeah.
8675. You know, they sold that number. There's a true story.
Yeah.
Over $50,000. That number was sold. And I think it was like a Jersey zip code or area code or something like that a long time ago. Everything is everything. And I am grateful for this. Red coin cards. They saw like, all right, we did that. Hoping she would handle me. Larry, can we not be serious? Laugh out loud. Just kidding. All right. Just asking, are we going to Discord after to have an after show? I'm not sure.
I'm not. It's 2.5 hours. I mean, here's my days basically. All right. Get up at 5:45 in the morning, do a full-time job. After that, coach basketball. Don't get home until about 5:30, 30 minutes before the show. Then after that, I got to make thumbnails. I got to keep up with the algorithm, make videos and stuff like that. It's just, sometimes I could do it. I just can't do it every day anymore. Sorry.
Crypto Talk Now, VR entertainment only. We are going to do a Revolutionary War reactive. Hey, if you're going to do that, I'm down for that. I have scripts for everyone who wants to help out. Max, when he was, if it was earlier, another day when he didn't have to work the next day, he would probably like to do that because he's done some acting before. Jeff Prudence laughing. Just kidding. A Boomer says, yes. Hell yeah. I don't care either. It's all good. Mine is some petrified wood. Well, she's telling you to touch it all the time. I don't know why, but that's what she's saying. And I didn't say it. I got my rock. We went from 10 viewers to 21 after the Rock Lady.
Not true.
Huh?
Not true.
Oh, not true. B. Ricky got his rock. Jeff Prudent 350Z. I've seen this video. Edward is touching his rock. Boomer F and sooner. Edward Vincent, watch Larry in the little video. Jeff Prudent, laugh out loud. Edward Vincent, my rock is somewhere around here. I've been pissed lately, I think. Like a bitch ass kid. Edward Vincent. Selmo Fudd, B. Rocky. The crypto jockey. All right. Boomer effing Sooner. Her rock is green. She got problems. Patches was just a puppy in that video. It wasn't that long ago. Patches is 8 years old. He was still 8 back then. Edward Vincent. Someday we will go back and watch the episode where we watched the episode that the rock lady was replayed. It's all good. Be happy. Happy Thursday. Red coin cards. Boomer effing Sooner says he prefers Carly. Crypto Mike, MEH. April Dawn Cornwell. I prefer the Rock Lady. Okay, there's a vote for the Rock Lady. 1 vote for Carly, 1 vote for the Rock Lady. Edward Vincent. I didn't think you were going to read those comments. My bad. Boomer effing Sooner. I used to call that number all the time from that song. Boomer. He. All right. Old school Siri. Why Max looks upset? He may be just tired.
I'm tired. It just, I'm not upset. I'm tired.
Crypto Mike. Larry, I text you a pic of my rock. Oh, man. I don't want to see it. I'm not going to open my text message. Laughing. All right. So the last comment, April Dawn Cornwell. I got my gratitude rock. Really, I carry it in my purse. Wow. I'm going to knock some out with it too, if I have to. 1 good swing. Laugh out loud. All right. Well, you can kind of hold it in between if you have to protect yourself. Hold it in between your knuckles like that. It becomes like brass knuckles, the rock, and then you can protect yourself. All right. So, Max, final thoughts. Been a good show.
It has. I'll be honest, guys. I'm really looking for somebody who could just help out with doing some videos. I mean, it's getting to the point where it's kind of hard to keep up with all of it. Even just doing 1 video. I mean, somebody could just, is anybody willing to do like maybe a 5-minute video? Somebody? I mean, it would kind of help out. But I hear you. You guys are members of the community. If you want to, up your game on that and help out in that regard, we more than appreciate it. It doesn't even have to be 1 a day. It's just maybe some during the week, something like that. It's just, we really, really appreciate the help. So, yeah, thank you.
It'd be great. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow is what? Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.